All right. Okay. We have a million things to get to. Million things to get to. This show is, I think, Mike, by the show I mean today, just mean in general, there's more stuff going on, I think, than ever.
It seems like I try to think. I know there's always recency bias.
No, I know. Oh, I know.
Early on in the show, I realized I was tweeting a lot. This is the best episode ever.
Yeah, I don't do much of that. I'll say it's a really good one.
Yeah.
But I just feel like there's more stuff.
It does seem like it.
And it feels like it's just exploding right now.
Drama.
The letter you picked was what, D?
Yes.
I feel like Dino. I'm enjoying this. That is Mayo outing Juan the caller, which was bad. It was bad. I blame Jerry's uncle also, but Mayo's that kind of guy. He gets that thing in his head. He thinks he's being like investigative and like me, and like it's just like. And I messaged him. I said, "How does that help this show?"
I was watching it, and so in that call, for whatever reason, I could tell it was. I had the same.
And most people listening to this podcast, of which are about 100,000, and like 4 people watched that show. Just so you know, I don't care. It bothers me.
Yeah.
Juan was outed. Juan the caller, whose wife has been. Harry Manhattan's been putting his penis inside her and thrusting until he ejaculated into her vagina. It turns out it's Jerry's uncle, that drip, who like cried one time in front of me in Chelmsford, which is all I think about now when I think of Juan the caller. So it's over. You know that's rule number 1. It started with your dad.
Absolutely. But can I tell you, I blame that guy more than Mayo.
But Mayo was like, if Mayo...
He was insistent.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes. I agree.
But that guy calling back and being like, you got me.
He's a retard, though. Mayo has to know that. That's on Mayo. That's why Mayo stinks. So Juan is gone. Juan's over. Like, Juan is never calling again. Like, it's over. And I saw some people tweet at me. I didn't know. So I don't care if they knew. I don't care if you know who Trump is. Don't tell me. I don't want to fucking know who these callers are.
B.
Well, B is Mick.
Okay.
So, I mean, I have to be honest. I found Mick's Beyond Average to be very underwhelming.
Yeah, I felt we may have taken the wind out of the sails.
I felt his McDonald's performance kind of answered all of that. But at one point you said that he didn't agree with you on that being on the show helps promote things or something?
I felt like it was like him kind of being like, well, Mike just uses the show as promotion.
Well, we all know that. I feel used. Yeah, but so what? I don't care. Everyone what are you going to do? It's fine.
Right.
Go to blindmike.net. That's what I'm here for.
But what I was trying to get through to him that it seemed to not sink in. I was saying, there's not a job for you yet.
Right.
So in the meantime, if you're that worked up that you don't have a job, you like get some value. Find a way to get value out of being in here if you feel like just coming in and volunteering your time isn't worth it. I
was pretty convinced heading there. I was like, I think I'm actually having a heart attack. Like, this is actually happening. It was painful, but it was, man, it's what you hear people say about it. You're having the sharp pains in your back, but also in your chest. And I was having trouble breathing and all that stuff. But they ruled that out. There's some, like I said, some more tests we're going to do this week to see. But I think it's going to be okay. I'm trying to think what else. What else?
Julie. Because now I get the sense of the order you're going in.
Oh, she's dead.
That was upsetting to see.
Well, let me walk you through it, okay? And let's see. I'll give Mike a break here because I was gonna set my timer on my phone and see how long it'll go before Mike goes, I like Julie, but because he'll always do that when somebody he likes is about to.
Sure.
But I'll give you a pass. Don't do me a favor and don't say we. We will all assume that you like Julie.
Right, okay? Tell me about this cunt.
There you go. Better. That's what I want to hear. She texted me. I guess Friday afternoon. So that's Mike and the Minifans is on Friday, your old show, Mike and the Minifans. And I'll read the text for the sake of accuracy. How's that? I can't get my blood pressure up, Mike. Let me see here. Friday at 2:28 p.m. Would it bother you if I asked to weigh in on Mike and the Minifans tonight? Obviously, information regarding the show will remain private. Like inside stuff, the show stuff,
Does that text bother you more than her doing it?
A little bit.
Okay.
This week of KMS has fully consumed my mind.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, this is what people, this is what people do. This show is just, there's no show like this. So we know that. So I said, no, I'll go for it.
Well, you may have gotten one text because, she texted me. Which is never. This is part of my larger point. But go ahead. The first text I ever got from her, and
when was this? Friday?
Friday. Yeah. The reason I ended up asking this question is just because I happened to have her on the line. But it started with her just ripping into Gus. You're doing fucking idiot.
You doing that with your hand, by the way? Is you mimicking the text that's going on?
Yes.
Okay. Your hand is moving right there. That's not bad.
A lot of text.
Wow. How about if she said it to you, Mike? Let's say she wrote you a letter. How would you have said that then? Typewriter? How about you typed it? Okay, you're good. You're good. Nothing gets by you. You could do silent. You could be in case of a hurricane or something.
I could do silent films.
You could stand right next to the governor and keep everybody updated. Let me see. So okay. So she's on. So she's on the show, and like whatever. I don't. So. It comes up where I imagine we have all the sound. Yeah. So she's asked in the middle of it. And first of all, she sold herself on initially. And for this job that she has, I think it's actually important because she knows a lot of stuff about how much things cost, how much the show is, how much things are. Like she has said from the beginning, Mike, when she first started, I don't care about social media. I don't care about being famous within the world. I don't care about this. I don't care about that. I just care about the show. So that's clearly not the case. Like she got a little taste of it. I've seen this happen 600,000 times where somebody gets involved, they get a little bit of excitement. You've seen it. They get the taste of the world. People like them. People recognize them. I saw a little bit of Puppuccinos with her. And now she starts going on these shows. She's talking to you. She's talking to Justin. She's talking to Colleen. She's talking to Montante. She's talking to everybody. And she knows stuff. So I'm like, I don't. So that she goes on the show and the subject of firing Gus comes up.
Naturally.
And this is her.
I'm just going back to you can't just fire Gus on the spot. Like this is a company. Like that's just not how it works.
Well, hold on. She goes. Actually, it's exactly how it works. Like if I don't like Coleman's haircut, I can fire him.
I assumed it was
not bad.
I always assumed. I don't remember if this was. I always assumed it was at the pleasure of Kirk. However that's phrased.
You're fired if I'm in the bad. You're gone. Like it doesn't. I don't fire anybody generally, but I can fire you. And then later on in the show, somebody's like, Coleman needs a mentor. And she raises her hand. Did you see this? Or no? She's like, I can do it. Which suggested, I fail at this, which is annoying to me. And then she's talking about how she's secretly running the subway thing in Delaware. And it's just like, so I texted her.
Oh, I assumed she was. That's why I said, do you have anything to do with Delaware? That's why I asked about me and Justin's. I was like, are we staying or should we drive home that night or whatever? I said, do you have anything to do with Delaware? And she was like, yes, basically.
Yeah, well.
Not anymore. Justin's sleeping in the car.
Right. She can't fit in Delaware, but that's
I was gonna say, what's she gonna teach me to do? How to be more boring and more drunk?
Nice.
He's got it, folks. He's got it. I'm kidding, of course. Make fun of Julie's way. That's based on a Kevin call. I want her to cry in the car. So I quote tweeted that first tweet, and I was like, just another idiot. Because first I said Mayo was an idiot. Then she texted me. Saturday morning and said, sorry, I come from the corporate world. They make me jump through hoops to fire people. I know it's different for you, but yes, I am an idiot. And I said, yeah, don't speak for me ever. So we're all set for Delaware. Appreciate your work. Thanks. She said, sorry, I didn't mean to fuck things up. And I said, you chose clout. Bad choice. Maybe not. Giggling with Montante and Mayo and saying what I can or can't do on my show might be what you want to do. So go do that. No problem.
Right.
And that was the last text I sent.
That was also an odd thing because it's almost saying this whole thing is fake. Like the idea that Gus.
Correct. Yeah, it's like, don't speak for me. Don't speak like the Mayos, the Montantes, the BAs, the Menners, the people who are guests on those shows or host those shows. Go for it. Like that's what they should be doing. I like when fans do it. I like when fans get involved. I like when Menners is calling me a fucking. I don't care. It's funny.
Sure.
That's all part of what this show's about. But when somebody who wants to be part of the show, purports to be part of the show. And then, by the way, they ask her about the $175,000 thing, and she's like, "No, that wasn't what I wanted."
So $150,000 plus bonus.
Like she's a fucking.
It's like $150. So I'm like,
she got 15 sacks. Yeah. Her bonus kicked in.
Don't speak like you're either part of the show or you're not. Like that's just how it works.
Right.
So if you don't want to be, no problem. So the KMS Rundown, which is my favorite show in the network or in the world, is back on the network.
Fantastic.
Excellent episode with my friends. Sheldon stinks, but I like Ziggy and I like Red. I wish VD were back. But we all have our wishes and dreams.
Yeah.
So they reached out. They reached out to me and said, "Hey, we hate Menners. Essentially, we want to put the show up, and we won't do it Menners." I said, "Fine, like whatever. We'll let I don't know who Gus. Did you handle it or Coleman or
nope, not me.
Who put it up? Coleman, you?
No.
So who put it up? Is there a chance the person who put that up at any point in his life was running a parody Twitter account of his mom, Kathy?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Maybe play some hits.
Why would he be
Pennsylvania
involved?
too? Someone in Pennsylvania might have as
Would
well.
John Van Scranton do that to you, Menners, or is Coney more likely the suspect?
I don't know.
Isn't this really an indictment of you as a CEO? Wouldn't you say, Mike? Wouldn't Menners be saying this to me if things are happening under my watch like this on the show? Correctly so.
I would think so.
Saying who is in charge of this network if there can be a secret show put behind your back? Is this an indictment of you and the Axe as a duo?
Absolutely not. You authorized it. You told these people to do it, and you went around me. That was poor leadership.
Chief executive officer, chief executive,
exactly. And you're the chairman of the board.
But this thing is happening under your watch. All you talk about is a team, and this guy is doing this show and that show, and you're letting John from Scranton stab you in the back, or Dave Cullinane outsmarting you. This is embarrassing. Even for you, this is embarrassing.
I don't know if John has access to upload videos.
So you think it's Cullinane?
I don't think John does. John doesn't.
I'm leaning towards
Why would Cullinane involve himself in this?
Because something for him to do. What else is he doing? Then all of a sudden, this controversy, Mike. Somebody decided to buy an enormous amount of views, almost 4,000 views.
Yeah.
A whopping 4,000 views. So I think if you put a gun to my head, I think that is my friend VD being playful.
Oh, that makes sense. I was going to say, because wasn't John from Scranton accused of that many years ago?
Accused of it. They did it.
Oh, they just did it.
Yeah, they did it.
Okay.
So the manager said, hey, if you do that, you can get in trouble. That's perfectly fair. I have no problem with that.
Look, so I want to answer these charges of negligence because when I saw they were buying views, I downloaded the video, took the first one offline, re-uploaded the video, and then put it out again. And someone bought views again, and it has more, so on the two videos, it has more views than the KMS show from last week.
That's funny. So,
and then I took it down again, and I put it up again.
So explain to people, Menners, why that, because I think most people don't know why that's an issue.
Because you can get strikes on your channel, and if you keep doing that, they just...
Which we have already because of those conspiracy idiots, right?
Right.
Yes.
They stand for that long? There's not like a refreshing...
No, that's a problem. That's why we went
crazy.
That's why we went to pay-per-view
on
Surviving, because they already had a couple of strikes against them.
Oh, that's right. I didn't know if there was... Because that was years ago now. 3-4 years
I think same. I think that's the issue, yeah. Oh, wow. So who do you think?
I just came out of my wartime bunker because we're in full war mode now.
Yeah, we heard. Yeah, we heard the terrible sound episode. Who do you think bought the views? I think it was VD.
I would think it was Red or Ziggy trying to take down the network. They hate me. They hate the network.
Why would they do that?
They absolutely because they would love to see the network fail. They would love to see me fail. They don't give a shit about the other Minifans. They were talking trash to BA. Saying, the rundown's bigger than the network, so those guys have an
by the way,
agenda.
tweeting from
you've kind of been fooled a bit, Kirk.
What's that matters? I'm sorry.
Kirk, you've kind of been fooled a bit. Like, they kind of sweet talk you a bit, but these guys are real losers.
Well, no, I agree. I agree they're losers, but I don't think that they would. I don't think they would do that. If they do that, if I find out it's them, if you can give me proof it's them, I'll destroy them. I promise you that, Menners. I'll be with you 1,000%.
Okay. But the hard thing is anyone can buy views. So that's why it's such a good plan. Get it up without anybody knowing. So
almost like we're inspiring them to do it now.
Right. Okay. That's reasonable. Yeah. Any other questions for Menners, Mike or Coleman or Gus?
No, just...
can we talk about last night quickly, just with Castellani?
Talk about a loser.
The only thing that threw me, and a lot threw me last night, was he's actually crazy enough to be bonus. I know,
but he doesn't know the show well. Like, that's... I thought about that too, but I did a full sort of boner salad dive, and it doesn't match. You admit it doesn't match up.
The things he was saying, it was indicative of someone that was pretending to be something he knew nothing about.
And I don't think he would do that shit, threatens... I don't think he would do that shit.
Yeah, I don't think so either, but I think, I'm paranoid. Bonus salad's got to me, I think.
I can understand that.
Everywhere.
I can understand that.
Like Jack.
Sure, I understand that. All right, hang in there. See you. All right, Gus, go ahead. Well, you know what, Gus? I'm going to urinate. I'm going to clear my bladder completely for this. I'm going to have a totally open mind. Unlike Colin, I'm going to take a full piss.
Oh, boy.
Okay. So, Mike, give him a pep talk, I guess.
All right.
Who better?
Well, Gus, all I've been thinking is that the one fateful morning in the early 80s, there was a receptionist that watched Bud Dwyer walk in to his press conference and said nothing.
I know.
I don't want to be that person.
I'm not.
So I'm saying to you,
I'm not blowing my brains out.
Fucking step up there. Life is worth living.
Well, that was weird. Didn't expect that to happen.
What's that?
Somebody just handed me $4. I said, "Why are you giving me $4?" He said, "I'm giving you $4. It's a nickel every time Mike's told a Bud Dwyer joke." All right. So, Gus, you want to keep your job?
I do.
Okay.
First and foremost, I've titled. I had a whole PowerPoint presentation, but the sound wasn't working back here.
Oh, good.
So I opted to have better audio.
It was a rough start.
Did you hear this, Mike? Or not? Yeah.
He's talking, and it sounds like he's talking through a walkie-talkie.
Right.
And he's just talking to himself, going, "I don't know if this sound's going to work."
Okay.
So
Disaster
you
to
didn't check the
watch.
sound for it.
No,
okay.
no, we did.
He was
We did.
checking, and it just didn't work.
It was the sound on my microphone.
What's the sound?
It was. So I tried plugging.
right now.
The confusing part
Let
of
me
it.
hear what it sounds like.
I have to.
You have to rejigger all the.
I have to unplug my mic to go into the other board.
All right, forget it.
So that's why there was going to be a PowerPoint, but I've called this "Buckle Down: Goose's Path to Redemption."
Okay.
First things first, we're going to talk about the elephant in the room. The lying is going to stop. First and foremost, that needs to stop. You were right when you said it's a defense mechanism I've been using in my life, especially with my dad. 100% out on that. I can't promise that I'm never going to lie again because I speak fast. No. Can I explain? Can I explain?
What the fuck?
Just let me explain. Because
This is actually good. I'm going on another vacation soon, and I need some empty gestures.
no. Because
The lying, Mike, it's done.
Can I,
But let me just say one thing. The lying is not done. Are you lying about that?
no, because can I explain my thought process?
Well, go ahead. I mean, but
Yeah,
but if you say,
but
if you say the lying's over, then you're like the lying's not going to stop. We're going to react to that.
I know, because it's. I'm gonna misspeak. I'm gonna say stuff. wrong.
That's not a lie.
I understand that.
That's
So,
not a lie.
and
So what are
that's-
you talking about then?
So I said, look, when that happens, when I do misspeak, I'm gonna make sure I try to correct it as quickly as possible. So that way, I'm just trying to. For sticklers, are gonna be like, that was a lie too. That was a lie too. If when I get a date wrong or something, when I mix things up.
Well, that's not what we're talking about.
I know that's not. But like the bigger issue.
Give us some of the examples of when you have lied.
When I lied about listening to the entire clip that what was it? Warthog sent me. The lying of
Lies that we don't know about.
lies that you don't know about.
That's your
Okay,
way. That's your that's your way of.
Can I-
this is-
Lie coming.
No, okay.
I mean, Gus, I don't. Okay, I don't. I mean, I can just play. Go ahead. Go ahead. Give us an example of an egregious lie you have done since you started the show that you've kept from us.
That's interesting.
And I mean, the big one is that my car's not working right now.
Okay, we don't care about.
I know.
That you lied about that?
I've said I have a car and stuff, and I've been managing my own way around it. It's just I've been waiting. That was part of with the bonus was going to fix the car, but that's not either. We're here talking about this right now. The lie is
Not helping himself.
I know.
That's got nothing to do with anything.
No, but
it's not a lie at all.
but
Nobody cares about. I don't care if your fucking
okay.
car. I don't. That's not what we're talking about. You said you're a liar, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you're a liar, but yet all the lies you've told us, you're really bad then because we've snuffed every single one out.
I didn't say I was a good liar. I'm a terrible.
So you're
liar.
saying
But how are you saying you're going to stop the lying? if you're
hold
not?
on, Mike. So you're saying it happens to be just 100%, just 3 lies, and we've managed to figure them out. Everything else is the truth.
Let me think. I might want to make sure I get this right.
Okay.
I want to genuinely.
Okay. Because if you say yes, you're lying.
That's why I'm trying to think
Okay.
of a specific example for you.
Trying to think of one that won't get me in trouble.
No,
You're not going to get fired for any past lies. That's a lie. No, it's not. No, I'm coming in here. I'm with an open mind. I'm saying so. Just
Come clean now.
because it can be found out retroactively. So you might as
most
well
certainly
because
can.
I will find it. So
I know that, and that's another thing about this is that I'm 100% aware that you will find it out.
So
one way or
then,
another.
what don't we know?
Let me see, the
What?
I'm trying to think of everything. It's a lot to.
Keep in mind, Mike, this is part of a project titled "The Redemption of Gus." Don't know.
There's a PowerPoint that goes along with this.
That's all the sound.
The timing of the clips you were right on. I didn't like the clips for the best of. I only had January done prior to leaving Thursday.
Right. So you were lying about that.
Yes.
Okay. So that's a major lie.
Yes.
So why were you lying about that? Why didn't you do it?
Well, what was going on at home was kind of it's not an excuse, and it was just
I was not going on.
No,
I mean, were you? I was in Chicago for a week. No. I don't want to hear about that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not saying I don't care about that.
Yeah, no.
I'm not interested in that's an excuse. I'm not interested in excuses. Everyone has things going on in their life. You want to take time off from work? Take time off from work. But if you're working, you're working.
Yeah.
Because there were also things I assume you didn't stop
That annoys me.
bowling during that. Did you stop like bowling?
No. Nope.
Or PA announcing or any of that stuff?
PA, yes. Bowling, yeah. Bowling, I've only been to bowling once. 1 week since everything.
Since what?
Well, I don't get specifics, but you've been
No. But on what date? I guess.
But you've been here every day.
Yes.
So you're here. You're here. I was in Chicago for a week. I was in New York for a week. You were here. You were doing things. You were happy to be. You were. So I mean, that's not. That's now you're put in a position again. Now you're annoying me.
I know, and I'm not trying to.
So you just didn't do. So you did 1 month's work for the best of.
I did 1 month's work for the best of, while also reaching out for the subway stuff and doing stuff on a day-to-day basis.
Gus.
But I'm trying to. Okay, I'm sorry.
Gus, the subway thing is 20 people sitting inside. Like it's just like every day the subway.
Yeah,
There's just people going in there to sit in the subway. This is not putting together the fucking Wilbur or Portland or any of that stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying, Mike?
Yeah.
I mean, saying you did. What did you do? All right, here we go. Like, what did you do for the subway thing?
So I have been texting back and forth with Tiffany.
Okay, how long does that take?
5 seconds. 5 seconds.
So then, what does that have to do with only having January done?
I fucked up.
But you just said 45 seconds ago.
Yeah.
So then what? Like what?
To be fair, he didn't say he was completely going to stop lying.
That's a lie. That's in its own way is a lie. That's a lie.
That was okay. The other.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you just lied.
No, because that's one of the things I worked on. The other part is I lost track of times. I forgot about doing things at times. It skipped my mind. I had a complete.
It skipped your mind.
Because
this is hurting. I'm going to be in the hospital.
I know.
This is hurting my heart.
That's the other thing, Gus, is you're reaching out to Minifans. You're communicating with Boner Salad.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that? Why don't you worry about keeping your fucking job? And you're suspended.
Because I wanted to take this seriously. I wanted to come in with a clear.
So you talked to Steve your lives to tape and Boner Salad?
Well, amongst other people, like they just reach out. I mean, they reach out to me. Like,
so ignore them.
Okay, go. I will ignore it. I'm on.
Go ahead. How's this going? Would you say so far, Mike?
Not great.
Coleman?
Got some hope. I don't know.
I haven't heard any ideas yet. Should we get to some ideas?
Well, that's what I'm saying. First things first. I have to admit, like, this is all on me, and I made a lot of.
Oh, it is. I thought it was my fault.
No,
okay.
I know.
All right.
I'm trying to take responsibility.
1 second. Let me text Portnoy because he was taking some responsibility.
He was sweating it up.
Let me see. And Danny Ainge. I forgot I have Danny Ainge. Okay. I will text Danny Ainge. I will do this right now, Mike, on the air. I'm going to text Danny Ainge. Danny Ainge. Not your fault. Gus takes response. And I will put, I'll do a group text, actually. I'll put Danny Ainge on there, and I'll pick another name, Mike.
Well, Portnoy should be in there. He runs the company.
But Portnoy actually respond to it. I will put...
do you have... How about Jason Wolf?
I don't think I have Wolfie's number anymore. Let me see. I do. I'll put him on. Okay.
Okay.
I'll put Zolak on it.
There you go. That's a good 3. Because I was kind of blaming.
I'm an odd number, even number guy, as you know. So let me see.
You don't consider yourself a fool?
Well, I mean, Rapport on there. It's a busy day, but for him.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
You may want to break that news.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay.
Because he's recovering all kinds of, specifically firings.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. All right. Responsibility. Send. Okay. Go ahead.
All right.
I hope that chat is a buzz all day.
The 4 of us or 5 of us are always talking.
So things that I can provide from a content to help improve the show. First and foremost, if you ever say anything to do something, it's going to get done.
If you ever say anything to do something,
if you say or tell me to do, if you tell me to do anything, it's going to get done.
Okay.
I will do it quickly. Prior to no, that's the only thing I won't do.
We say quickly. Then what was the word you said?
No.
Privately?
Before that, privately.
No, I didn't say
What did you say? Priority?
priority.
Priority.
You're the priority. Like if you tell me something, it's the priority.
Okay, go ahead. Great.
I know that part of the role to be in this here is to be able to take shit. It's something, and I like to think it's one of my strengths. However, I shouldn't be taking shit about my incompetence. It needs to be on content ideas, and even if it sucks, it's at least something that's funny that's going to get made of. So at least it shows I'm showing out, I'm being active, I'm proactive. I have tickets to an event on Tuesday next week. Coleman and I have tickets for that. I've submitted some questions for it as well.
The Dale thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 2 questions submitted, as much you could put on the ticket thing.
Wasn't that the Warthogs I do?
That was the one in November, and I found another one in.
That was the one Warhogs in November.
Remember.
This is a Dale event in January. Totally different.
No, it's
totally different. Totally different idea.
It's the same thing, and it's other people sent it to me. So
To be fair, I think I've sent you that as well, like a while ago.
Many people have sent it to me. Okay. To me, you're saying?
No, to Gus.
Yeah.
I've
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got the tickets for that to go for there.
So you're finally doing something people have said you should be doing for months.
Well, sense of pitch. Go ahead.
Currently, ticket. I already said that. No. So 2 ideas that kind of first came to my head was one with the shows coming up in like North Dakota, South Dakota, kind of doing like an in-depth research into the town you were going to kind of find what the Guy Geller of South Dakota is, and try to find these little niche things and potentially go out there maybe a couple days before, film some of just the local area just to kind of create content for that. Everyone says I'm lazy, so I think it would be funny if Gus works, if there's anyone who wants to take me to work with them to see how I work in a 9 to 5.
You're not laughing because it's a good idea, right?
I'm laughing because it's a great idea.
Now I'm just gonna do shit. Like that's my.
I agree with
point.
that. Yeah.
So and it's going forward. There's at least going to be at least one piece, if not more, of video content, something like that every week from me individually of everything else I have planned. I want to bring back the KMS wrap-up show. I talked with Coleman a little bit about this last night. I think myself and having a Minifan who wasn't in here just listening and just...
Okay, that'll last like 3 weeks. So that'll last like 3 weeks. So next? When a new enemy emerges, go all Detective Justin on him, digging into everything, making their life hell. Great. Okay.
To avoid the best of disaster from happening again, having every Friday night, recording about a 15-minute top 5 best of introing things, nice and short, so that way we have a running list and an easy following thing of the best 5 moments that happened the week, in addition to what's happened.
Here's the problem: is these are all whatever. I just don't think they're going to happen, Mike. I don't believe. Gus can say yes, they are. I don't believe. I think in 3 months, if I said, "How's that going?" He would have said, that thing," and then you'd just be lying about.
Well,
I just don't believe the discipline.
These are things I imagine were said in some form or fashion in September, right?
Well, sure, yeah, right.
It just feels like we're redoing the producer's search.
I just don't. Nor does anybody.
Like, why weren't you doing?
Right, that's your job.
The issue with Gus is like, why weren't you doing it for the last 3 months?
Yeah, that's your job.
The only day I was
continue. I understand. Go ahead, continue. Sure.
So, sorry, I lost my spot.
You should make that sound again, though. That's not annoying me at all.
Sorry. But it's lifestyle changes that's got to change. I'm willing to add sneakers. I've texted him. I messaged him this morning. I'm going to add him to my PlayStation account so he can monitor me 24/7 to show I'm not on. Bad joke, I know. But
Should I just fire him now? No. I'm not trying to be a dick here. Shut up. Should I just fire him now? I don't want to be a dick here. I really don't want to be a dick. But should I just fire him now? So you were lying about the video games, right? Just admit you were lying about the video games.
No, I'm not lying about the video games.
So you weren't playing them?
Wait, which...
The things that they were accusing you of that you denied.
Yeah, I was on... Yes.
So you were lying completely?
Yes. Correct. Accountability.
Great. Yeah, I'm ready to hear it.
First and foremost, I'm going to be holding myself accountable. I'm going to be holding... Coleman's going to be holding me accountable, but it's all going to be... Pressure's going to be all on me. Coleman's not going to have to do anything extra. You're not going to have to do anything extra.
What does that have to do with anything? No shit. Well, I mean, obviously, I don't know. Do you think part of it was you weren't going to hold yourself accountable?
No, not at all.
That'd be interesting.
I'm just saying that okay.
Well, no, what? Go ahead, continue. You're trying to what? Relax.
I'm trying to. It's tough to relax right now.
Okay.
One thing is I have to slow down personally. Like, take a breath more, slow it down.
Yeah.
That's where I get myself.
You got to relax a little more.
No, it's because when I start to go too fast, I overthink, I go too quick, I overlook things. It's
You've been saying I'm going to book a guest for 3 months.
Going to IMDb Pro is not doing anything.
It gives me what that does is it gives me more access to emails, phone calls, more numbers I can get to.
But do you see what I'm saying? If you came in and said, "Hey, Trump's on the docket for Wednesday," that's different than being like, "I want to get Donald Trump out."
I understand that. I'm saying is I've been sending those messages out, trying to get that happen. I've been doing that since last week. I haven't been able to confirm anyone within a week, but I'm still trying, going out nonstop, trying, basically being not annoying.
So were you not trying before that?
No, I was trying before.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's been months already.
I understand. I'm still going to keep trying. Like, I'm not going to give up, but I'm also going to I'm going to have all the receipts to show you what I've been doing when someone gets back to me on that type of thing. Like, those are all.
So your basic pitch is like, I can show you that I'm failing rather than lying about failing.
No,
not only that. I mean, it takes you 5 minutes to try and book March.
Yeah, no,
day. It's just not like a 4. It's like, nor should it be a 4-hour project.
It's not going to be. And that's like my point is I'm going to keep going on and doing.
You moved your video game set to private, correct? That's what everyone's tweeting me.
Well, right now it's all off because I've turned it off because I haven't been on it, and I haven't.
But you went private, correct? Not off. You didn't turn it off. You went private.
When everything went on, I went private. You went private. I will go back public.
So when you turn it off, so again, you say you went private.
Yeah.
Okay. So nobody knows how much you're playing then.
Not true.
Who does?
Because Otsella got me the last time on. Otsella's the one.
He's good.
But you went private because you didn't want anybody to know how much you were playing.
That was after the Otsella thing, yes.
Yes. Okay. So then you could be doing 20 hours. Nobody would know.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
I understand.
Okay. So you're okay.
I understand. Do
we have a call from that crowd? Yeah, Colin. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Sneakers. It's Kirk. You're live. What's up?
Hey, how you doing, Kirk?
Good. Good morning. Did I get you at a bad time?
No.
Okay. You probably.
I'm working, but.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, you work. So you haven't seen the show. So Gus, well, can you? I want to talk about this video game thing. So then Gus can tell you, and then you can kind of give me an idea what's right and what's not right. Okay.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Good, Gus.
So there were the 2 instances I was.
First of all, Gus admitted that it wasn't his cousins, it wasn't his friends, it was him the entire time playing the video games. Right, Gus?
Yeah.
Oh, we all do. Well, we all do that.
Right. So what? So explain to me what that means, because I don't know what. Like, I don't know
what happened. What was the original thing that you talked about?
What's the story?
It was just Gus was playing video games for. I think he had like an 18-hour stretch where he was just playing video games nonstop.
But was that while something was happening? I can't remember.
He's working on. I was paying him, Mike. That's
I know that. I didn't know if there was something specific that got in the way.
I think this was during the producer search.
Okay. That's what I was trying to figure out.
So Gus, go ahead.
So and then there was another incident that I was trying to refer to during when the best of was getting uploaded, and it was like 3 a.m. and I was playing. Right. And yes, and on the show I admitted to yes I was playing that.
Right.
But that's what as everything was uploading online, so I was just doing that to stay awake. But
you were denying initially that it was you playing those video games. So it was your cousin and everything, right?
At the beginning, yes.
Right. So that was a lie, right?
Yeah, it was a lie,
okay.
which I said.
Today,
yes,
right. So Sneakers, you were right all along.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions?
You're alive.
Anything?
Gus.
Oh, good.
You got bad. So this is my advice to Gus. Stop being lazy. Stop being a lazy dickhead. Stop lying. Just start doing your work. Put down the fucking sticks and get your ass to work. Time to grow up.
There you go. Thank you, Sneakers. See, we've come a long way. Isn't it amazing? He's now an ombudsman for this show.
He's giving the guy a pep talk.
Yes. Through it. Why should I keep this guy?
I guess the upside.
What's the upside?
Like the potential, the ceiling is there. I mean, if he's saying he'll do all of these things,
he's not going to be able to do all these things. I don't want to, because then 3 months from now, he's not going to do 2 of those things. What am I going to do? Fire him? It's been 3 months. Like, that doesn't
I think so. Yeah. Like
but as that happens, isn't that what he's supposed to have been doing the last 4 months?
That's what these are all things that were said in the producer search. But I don't know about Gus.
3 months or whatever.
But by someone. Someone said, "I'm going to book these guests and I'm going to do these videos."
He's basically laying out what he should have done when he got the job, right? Right, Gus?
Yeah.
So have you failed at your job so far?
Yeah.
So why should I keep you? If you were me, what would you do?
The tightest leash ever. Like seriously, it's
You've lied like 3 times during this already,
But-
though. And you said you weren't going to lie anymore.
But then he said not always.
I'm not trying. I'm not trying to lie. I'm getting like tripped up. I'm telling. I'm
Do you
telling.
think maybe this just isn't the best fit? Like, do you think maybe that's it? Like,
No.
you're a nice guy and it's just not the right fit?
No, because it can work.
Okay, but I'm not interested in something that can
And
work.
it will
I'm interested in
work.
something that will work.
And it will work. It's like this whole
Gus,
past.
getting Henry Winkler and doing a video at the end of the week doesn't do shit for me.
I thought it would help for trying. I was trying to think big and short and long.
What's a video? A big and short and long. What short were you thinking of?
The short term was like the Gus Works thing that Mike got the laugh about.
Okay, I don't care about
It's a bad idea.
Believe me, Mike thinks it's a good idea.
I know, but
Folks, you're going to be seeing Craig Works.
But you know what? I'd
Put a
rather-
Patreon near
I'm
you.
all for Hacksaw Working, whatever the hell his name is. Is that his name?
Heck right.
Hack Ride. Working. I'm all for that. BlindMike.net. Go subscribe. Blind Mike Project on YouTube.
Yes.
I don't. Mike, help me out here. What if you're Kirk Minahan, what would you do? Dead serious.
Can
What
I
would
ask
do?
you?
Yeah.
What were you hoping to hear today? Like what?
I really had no, because I knew it was going to be a disaster.
No, I know, but like realistically, in a perfect world, he comes in with a good idea. What would those good ideas have been?
Honestly, it'd been more like, hey, here are the 50 lies. Because that was the one question I had in my mind, was like the 3 lies we've uncovered means there's 30.
Right.
So I want to hear all of them so we can go through them. That's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
We got 2. That means there's 28 more.
Sure.
Which means to me he's lying because he's not saying.
I'm genuinely trying to think of stuff.
Right, but that's bullshit. Though.
No,
right, Mike. I mean,
I assume he just kind of lies pathologically, which means they're not
it's
at
a
the top
defense.
of his
I
mind.
get it. I get it. It's a defense mechanism. There's shit going. It's you know, but like I'm not his dad, and it's not the report card. Like this is a job. I'm an adult. He's an adult. He's in his fucking 30s.
Right.
So like it's time now to step up.
Pullman said one of your responsibilities was going to be running the Twitter account, but like I don't think you could do that in the way that Kirk wants it done. How do you explain stuff like that as someone that like listens to the show?
So,
Getting to my moderator.
yeah, I'm studying after what's like looking at going back into the show's Twitter when it was at its heyday with Steve. One of those things is going to be
You're doing what?
like going.
Okay, so this is interesting to me, Mike. Now this is a chance to catch somebody in a lie,
Okay.
right? So you studied Steve's
Like
mastery of
no way.
No, 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 no,
Twitter
no,
account.
no, no, no.
There's
That's
no
what
way.
you just said.
That's okay. Can I
No,
rephrase?
no, you may not for a second. You may not. That's exactly what he said, right, Mike? Not mastery, but you get my point.
Yeah.
Right? Is that essentially what you said, Gus?
Yes.
Okay. Like, give me an example then. You studied it.
When Steve would go back and forth on the Twitter.
No, that's not an example.
Okay.
When Steve would go back and forth on Twitter, I don't think he ever tweeted that out, so that's not an example. I don't think Steve. No, but now you're turning in the mix.
No.
I'm not interested in the complex.
Nope. I'm
You
not.
said you studied, so you said you'd never lie again. Look at me, please. You said you'd never lie again. So you said you studied Steve's when he handled the Twitter account. It's Twitter account's peak. I agree it was not Colony. We all agree on that. So like, give me a Steve tweet.
Hey, can I look it up? Can I go?
No, you may
okay.
not. No, because you should be able to remember that.
Also throw in, I had to control the Twitter account.
No, we all know. Believe me, we all suffer through
Well,
that.
I don't know if it was.
I'm just saying.
Believe me, that was a sad time to show me.
when
Tweeting out friggin'
it was when you were going through Albright.
You wish. You wish I thought you people were cultured enough.
I can't remember the specific date off the top of my head, but it was going back through the Albright tweets when the show account would actually like go after Albright and doing those things. So when I mentioned in the
so this you made this.
no, but
On the spot.
Right? Am I right?
Yeah.
No, it's because that is why it's in the PowerPoint I put when you have a new
Master
enemy.
Twitter account.
Oh.
No,
when you have
I
a new
want
enemy.
to see this PowerPoint.
When you have a new enemy.
I will send it to you, Mike.
When you have a new enemy.
When you have a new enemy, use the account to kind of be able to be that voice for it
Great.
and take that approach.
I'm sure you'll do that just like Steve did.
I'm not as smart as Steve. I'm going to try though. And if it's
So to be fair, then you weren't looking back at what Steve did. You thought of that and then put in your PowerPoint,
No,
correct?
no,
You
I
went back to the 2019 tweets.
I went back to some old tweets. Yeah, I went back 2019, 2020. Just and I didn't.
Do you believe that, Mike? Or
I didn't read them. I didn't. Not that I didn't read them.
It's tough to take something Steve was good at and
I
be
didn't
like,
read them.
I can't do it that
I
good.
didn't read them. Not that I didn't read them. I read them. Okay.
I mean, like, what about now is going to make you start tweeting like Steve Robinson all of a sudden?
because I'm going to be running by the things through Coleman, and I think
but Coleman can't do it.
Coleman can't do that.
But it's one of those. It's if I have. I like Coleman is funnier than me. Coleman
Jesus
is
fucking Christ!
I know.
You're fired. Honestly, that's the fucking saddest thing anyone's ever fucking said.
The whole pitch is going to tail.
I don't care about it. Who cares?
Why is this happening?
Yeah, I mean, what the? I mean, this doesn't.
Okay, so the first one was instead of marry, sleep with, kill, how about a lifetime contract, 1 year rental cut, Bork, or, and I forget who it was Bergeron, Marchand, Chara. And then the other one.
What?
It's from the song references. Those are three people named in the song. So I wanted to ask him a marry, fuck, kill, Bergeron, Chara, but I didn't say marry, fuck, kill. And then the other one was, did you have more fun hunting ghosts or holding down the middays?
Not great.
What was that? Who's that?
Mick.
Here, Mick.
Not great. Mick is cranking it right now.
There is right now an elderly couple having coffee and an apple pie at McDonald's, horrified that Mick is masturbating in front of them.
It's a Burger King.
That was a McDonald's.
I thought you said Burger
No,
King.
it was McDonald's. It was McDonald's. No, it was a McDonald's. It was Mick. It was a McDonald's.
When he told his story though, he said it was a Burger
Well, he's
King.
wrong.
Oh yeah, he did. When he retold the story, he did say a Burger King.
Let me hear that second question again, Gus.
Did you have more fun hunting ghosts or holding down the middays?
I don't even understand what the payoff is on that.
That one was just a kind of light one to not get
He's holding
caught.
his feet to the fire.
That's a light one. The other one's the tough one.
The other one would be more of the show related, funnier response.
I didn't understand it. What was the first one?
Remember that
Marry, fuck,
Dale
kill.
song?
Yeah.
So those are three players mentioned in the song.
Yeah, but they're just three Bruins, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
No,
so-
Mike. No, Mike. I know, Mike. I know. I'm old, Mike. I'm not that old.
This could be our first hug after the show. Just consoling each other.
The mind is still semi-sharp. Despite popular belief, I am not high all the time. I will never show up to an event recording anything official in the show capacity. Anything official in the show capacity under the influence. Okay.
I am not a crook.
Oh, God. There it is. Gus works. Gus visits.
It's like Dick and Jane.
Gus works. We're going to be... When Gus works is on CBS, we're going to be like, we really missed out.
Imagine typing this sentence. Justin is the gold standard.
I tweeted last night, I quote tweeted Manners and said, I now believe Gus is boner salad. And someone replied, those were my grandfather's last words.
Just admit you had nothing done on the 22nd. That would go a long way for me.
Okay, I had nothing done on the 22nd.
Are you lying to me about that?
That I had nothing done?
Yes.
Yeah, I had like one episode closed.
Forget it. Take another call. I don't want to.
If he's going to be here Wednesday with Mick, and there's no definitive answer, I mean, I don't know if there needs to be one today, I guess is what I'm getting at. If that is the future plan.
We'll bring Mick here Wednesday, and these guys can fight it out, I guess, maybe for the job. But Mick doesn't want the job, so it doesn't matter.
I don't know if that'll be that
Does
interesting.
anyone want the job? I'm so confused.
You don't want Mick here Wednesday?
Oh, I'm more than happy to have Mick here.
Right.
I'm saying I think everything Mick thinks about Gus, we kind of agree with, right? We pretty much said,
I'd be interested to see feisty Gus, though.
Oh, for sure.
See what he's got.
Oh, you know what? I take that back because I forgot what Gus said about Mick earlier.
Yeah, I'm interested in feisty Gus a little bit, fighting for his life here, because we are. I can tell you, I think we're done here.
Right.
6.5.
Is anyone else tired of these blame pot, the percentage shit?
Coleman
I
doesn't
feel
like
we just keep
percentage
doing
numbers.
the percentages
What do
of
you mean?
everything. Since the best of, obviously. The blame pie started with there. And I feel like ever since, we've just been talking in percentages.
You know what to solve that is if the best of didn't suck.
Agreed.
So that's 100% your fault.
Agreed.
So, stop bitching about it. Do a better job, and none of it will happen.
I will.
Fair enough?
Very fair.
All right, then
yes.
quit your fucking bitching.
All right.
Fair?
Yes.
Huh?
Very fair.
Okay, then shut the fuck up about it.
right.
Okay?
Yep.
100%?
Fuck. Yes.
Okay, good.
110.
Good. Okay, good. Very good. I'm going to fire them both, Mike. I'm going to fucking fire them both. And they can sit there and bitch about the blame pie across the street. They're fucking have their sleepovers together, fucking building couches together.
And I'll be here in a few months saying, well, here's the thing that Tommy and Mick don't get that Coleman and Gus understood.
Gus was really good at this. Gus's strength, I will say, I will end with strength. He could take a punch.
Oh, for sure.
That's his best strength.
Yeah.
That is a good quality to have.
What he dealt with today was tough. I understand
Like
that.
he's got a tougher chin than Coleman.
As
Like
far as
even
we,
right
as,
there, I could see Coleman gets
as
a
far
little.
as we know, yeah.
I guess even see right there, Coleman gets a little like if I want to go all in, I could break him. Gus is tough.
Gus, you can't break. You got to give him that.
Well, I mean, but he's rattled during the show.
Oh, for sure.
Time, yeah.
But I would be worse in his position right now.
But Gus, we both agree that we should probably call it a day.
I don't want to. I'm not offering my resignation. I can see why you feel that way.
You can offer it on Wednesday.
No.
Actually, good
No chance.
I'm
What if a bigger lie is
exposed,
unfurled that you have not told
your
us?
reputation is on the line.
I'm genuinely I'm trying to think of like I'm yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to
What?
I'm trying to
What was that, Coleman?
What? That was just him.
All right. I mean, right now, I say right now, he's just back. Like, in terms of that, you can tweet if you want. You're in here until we make the decision. We'll do the thing with Mick, but I am like ready. I mean, I just don't know what to do.
He has control of the Twitter account till Wednesday?
Well, yeah, I would say with Coleman, whatever they do.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, he's back. I mean, I'm not going to continue to pay him to just sit around at this point.
for myself to promote.
Okay. It's not really about you, Gus.
I know, guys.
Okay. Good. Very good.
It's his catchphrase.
Very good.
It's like power down.
Steve Urkel.
Did I do that? No.
Hey, I need Stefan to show up here. Who was that?
Bill Hader?
Yeah. Not Bill Hader, you dumb.
Bill Hader.
Doesn't he do it, Stefan?
Oh, God.
No.
Stefan Urkel.
Oh, you know Urkel?
No.
You know who Urkel is?
I know who Urkel is.
Oh, then he had like I didn't even watch the
Yeah,
show.
I knew that. Like I know that.
Kind of.
Disgusting. But then there was Stefan, who was cool.
Stefan Urkel.
We need that version of Gus, Andrew Augustus,
Oh, yeah. I like that.
who comes in full suave.
Drew Augustus.
That's why. There you go. There you go. Drew Augustus, Sir Drew Augustus. That's what I want to see on Wednesday against Mick.
Nice.
This is your moment.
Yeah.
This is your last chance. Wednesday. This is your moment. I want some new stuff. I want some new stuff during the show. I want new stuff leading up to it. And I want you to fucking go head to head with Mick, who is going to be ready for blood.
Yeah, it's fine.
There it is. There's that swagger you're looking for.
Want to go over these numbers again, Mike?
No, I'm ready for it. Like I'll be ready. Yeah.
Goodbye. All right, good morning. Emergency show. Don't know how long it'll be, but here we are. So someone has to walk me through this. I don't know what the fuck. What is going on?
What do you mean?
What?
Last night?
Just in general. Like, so the show ends and like, I don't know, you get like, I said you get like a couple of days to kind of show me what you got, right?
Yeah.
So you went to Ryder Con?
Yeah.
What's the upside? Like, what did you get from that? What of value to the show?
I took some video of going in.
What do I care about Ryder Con? Shut up. What do I care about? I'm in the mood, so don't. What?
I said I can see that.
What value is there for you to go to Ryder Con? And what was your role in it?
I was the one who sent him the tweet that it was happening yesterday.
So you didn't go?
I did not go.
Oh, I thought you were there.
I didn't interject or go or
I didn't
anything.
ask you anything. What? Oh, well, I feel bad. I feel you should go be with your grandfather or something.
No, I'm fine.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Like,
No, I feel bad. I sent him the.
you don't work. I don't mean that in a bad way. So I thought you were there. Okay. So what's the value? Explain to me the value. You're fighting for this job.
Yes.
Door to door, it's how long for you to go to Ryder Con and back?
4 hours. 4 hours to 4 hours from, so 8 hours. Door to
8
door.
hours. Door to door. So you spend no time at Ryder Con. So it's just 8 hours. You go from there and back. You turn right around.
I didn't turn around. I mean, I did that, and then
How long were you there for?
I was there probably for an hour, if that.
All right, so 9 hours then.
Yeah.
Okay. So what did you get from Ryder Con that's going to be value and additive to the Kirk Minahan show?
Well, I thought
No, that's all I asked.
Okay. I had Coleman
Of what?
Of me going down, me going in.
Okay.
And then when
You going in?
Like going
Why do
in-
I care?
It-
Why do I care if you like what? How does that? It doesn't matter that Rico and I aren't getting along. I don't care about that. It doesn't matter. Even if we were getting along great, what's the value of Ryder Con to the Kirk? Nobody. I don't think I've ever mentioned on the show. I don't think ever once.
No.
So what's the value of that to the show?
The only way I can explain it would be from like my thought process of going down, because I was put in a situation where I was told I'm lazy, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I needed something big.
What's the value? That's not big. RyderCon is not big. RyderCon is not big. What is the value? I'm asking the mind of a producer of the show. You have 2 days to save your job. And I say, come up with something creative, something different. And you drive down to Ryder Con. And I'm going to guess, get no good video there, right?
I thought it was
like what?
Like, well, I mean, it wasn't.
What, you talking to Stu Feiner?
No.
What? The video that I saw last night?
Yeah, it was roughly that from my different.
That's it. That's the entirety of it.
Yeah. Because so my plan when I was going down there was I was hoping to get like some video because I'm going in studio with Mick. I was gonna go in studio with Mick tomorrow, and I thought it would be funny. All right, I'm gonna go down there. Rico's already uncomfortable enough around me.
He doesn't care. I watched the video. He didn't care.
I know. I'm just
so the entire who took that video? The
Mongo. He was already down there.
I don't know who that is.
Just the guy that does the drone guy from Saco.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay,
he was down there for them already.
So the healthy debate tweet was all the video that you have.
No, that was their video. I have my own video. It's a similar thing, but
it's the same thing.
It's the same. Yes,
it's not similar. So that's what I mean. This is what I mean. So it's the same exact thing.
It's the same thing.
So you were there last night.
I saw that.
You were there last night. You drove down there for 4 hours.
Yep.
You drove back.
Yep.
And all you have is that one video that's already out there from somebody else.
Yes, because
what?
I have video. I sent it all to Coleman.
Of what?
Of the
same video.
Yes, of the same video.
So then what are you talking about? What else did you do when you were there?
I panicked when I saw your tweet of there being a show at 9. I get a text from Coleman saying show at 9 a.m.
You're already there. You're already there. The video that video is already up. I'm reacting to that video.
Yeah.
So that's already up. So like, what had you done?
Well, I was hoping to try to find I was going to try to see if I could get a video with Rico because I thought it would have been funny. And
I could tell Rico wanted no part of that. Right?
I didn't have an opportunity to ask him because as soon as I saw the 9 a.m. show, I left.
That's what?
As soon as you said there was a show at 9 a.m.
Was it 4 a.m. when you saw that video? When you saw the tweet?
No.
So why could you didn't have time to do a video with Rico? I don't understand.
Because I left because I was already on no sleep from the night, like not no sleep, but minimal sleep.
I've heard enough of your excuses because I don't care about that.
I understand
that.
If
things are so bad, you were able to drive to New York and drive back.
That wasn't because of that though. It was because I spent the night at Coleman's. I was getting ready for this. I was getting ready for my presentation yesterday. I'm in a no-win situation here. I yesterday called.
It's not true. You could come up with a good idea. That's a terrible idea. That's a fucking terrible. I don't care.
I understand.
He doesn't work for the show.
I know he doesn't work for the show.
He has no blame in this. He came up with a bad idea. So what? He's a dummy. Shouldn't this guy just quit? I mean, I'm not trying to be an asshole here. Aren't we there now?
He should do what's best for him.
Don't you think it's best for him?
If I was in that position, I would.
What are we doing here? Like,
we know that.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Well, I think you're already there.
That's what.
I get it. If you're heading down there and I find out and I tweet something, but you're there. Like you can't. Like, you're not gonna stay for another 45 minutes because you're gonna be tired the next day. That's what I don't get. I just don't just as from a human, I don't even understand. Do you?
If you're down, you might as well.
You're there. You're there. So you see a tweet and you're like, I better get home so I can get to bed? Right? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck? Am I wrong? I understand why you guys might not want to tell me, I suppose. But I would have told you it was a horrible idea.
Horrible. I even brought up the idea of telling you to Coleman yesterday. I brought that idea up.
When? I don't know.
It was
now we're getting somewhere.
It was after I sent you all the first message I sent you, and I said, hey, should I just send Kirk this, let him know I'm going down? You're like, no, I think you're just...
Did he say that to you?
I truly do not remember that. If that is
Is
the
he
case-
lying, Gus?
Yes.
You think he's lying?
I
You think he's covering his ass?
I think so because on this one.
Well, hey, what do you want me to do?
I know
He's saying
for a
not
fact-
me. I'm asking.
Yeah.
I know
just-
for a fact on this one. I said to bring it up to you.
Okay.
Because it was after I sent you the thing from Boner.
Okay,
so.
now, I'll go along with the idea that Coleman's covering his ass right now. Fine. Why didn't you just send that to me?
Me?
No, him.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like after that first, why didn't you just say, "Hey, I'm thinking of doing this"?
Because Coleman said no, just do it. He's the producer.
So you asked Coleman. Coleman said, "Don't tell Kirk."
Yeah.
That's what you're telling me. That's
Well,
hold on. That's what you just said.
He said, "Don't."
Is that what
message Kirk."
you said? Coleman?
Yes.
Is that what you said?
I do not.
Who's lying to me? I suspect.
I'm not lying.
Okay,
If
hold
that was
on.
the
Shut
case,
up. Both of you shut up for a second. Someone's lying to me. Gus has a history of doing that, right?
He does.
Coleman, I don't think does.
I don't think
Right
so.
now, I believe Coleman, but Gus seems insistent on. So you're saying you went to Coleman and said, "Hey,
We were sitting right here.
we should tell Kirk I'm doing this,"
I said, "Should I message Kirk? Like, should I let Kirk know I'm going?"
and Coleman said no.
He said it would be better just to show up and do it.
Okay, was that said?
maybe along those lines, but
Okay, go
but
ahead.
this
So he's
is
not lying then. So who's lying to me? Like what's?
I guess in that context, then that would be me. But
Okay, fine. I appreciate you saying
I
that.
don't.
Fine,
But that's
okay.
not how I understood it.
But by the way, I'm fine if you said, "Hey, don't tell Kirk." Like if you told him that, that's fine. Like,
Yeah,
hey, it's
yeah.
better as fine. Nope. Like I get that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But like, just let me know what's going. Like I can't even get this story straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like maybe just blow everyone up. Just fucking start over. Like I don't even know. Go ahead, Gus. Were you going to say something else?
No, that was it from that.
That's it.
Like-
So that's all the sound you have.
That's all the sound I have.
What else did you do for the show?
I
In the car for 8 hours. Forgetting those videos.
We have confirmation. Everything's all set, done with Subway. We have who's going to be there. I texted Coleman if we wanted to announce who's confirmed going to be there. We get to finally.
There's going to be 20 people there.
Yeah, but I'm saying.
There are thousands and thousands of people listening to the show.
Yeah, I meant Sam was going to be there. So
I know,
I'm
but
just
it's great. That's great to the 26 people who are going to be at the show. Do you understand the show? Do you think 26 people listen to the show?
yeah. No, I
You
know
think?
what. No,
26 people do listen to the show.
They do.
Yeah.
yes, I know a lot more to listen to the
Okay.
show.
Okay. Okay. Who else was there? Frankie Borelli texted me and told me he saw you.
Yep, Frankie was there. Stu was there. Frank the Tank was there for trivia.
Was Clemmer there?
No,
Okay. You didn't talk to any of these people?
I talked to Clemmer on the way because he.
No, this is unbelievable.
No, I all I
You know what I'm
asked.
saying, though? I'm like, the people who were there, did you talk to them? I talked to Clemmer on the... Why'd you talk to Clemmer on the...
Well,
Call him or
No, because he like messaged me something about like the car video, like the sound. He said like him and Mush. I was like, oh, are you going to Ryder Con? Like I just asked him that to see if he like to figure out who would be there. But anyone else I really talked to, no, because then like I said, I went there for
I don't understand the mindset of seeing that tweet and then turning around.
because
I just don't understand. That's what I don't understand.
because I wanted. I know. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. When I saw that, I knew it was going to be a long drive back. And as soon as I saw a show at 9 a.m., I'm like, all right, I'm doing the math in my head. I need to get some rest. I didn't sleep well the night before. I need to get something so I can just safely drive. So I saw that.
You think things are like much more dangerous if you leave 45 minutes later?
By the time I get home and like sleeping,
45 minutes later? Like, really? I don't understand. I mean, I just don't like, but you were going to go down there anyway.
Yeah.
You were going to drive back at the same, you can drive back even later than you drove.
Yes. Because
But isn't that more
because
dangerous?
I think what he's saying is to get here because he would have slept.
Do you think
in.
do you matter? What time are you planning on getting up?
my
In the normal, so you go to ride. I don't know about it, right?
Yeah.
You're sneaking this one by me.
I
right?
sneak this one by you. I
So-
get down to Ryder Con.
So you do Ryder Con. You're there for an hour and a half or whatever.
I'm there till I would be if I was there full time. It would start at 7. I got there about 7:30. So I was gonna stay to around 10:30 was my plan.
And you drive back and get home at what time? 2:30.
2:30. Yeah.
All right. And you sleep till when?
I would sleep probably until 9 or 10, and then just like I told Coleman,
How do you think I feel about
I know that.
somebody telling me I'm gonna sleep till 10 o'clock?
You don't like that.
I know you don't like
You
that.
know how many times I've slept till 9 o'clock, including when I was drinking in my life?
Never.
0. I have never. I don't think ever this century I've not slept past 7 o'clock. I'm just telling you how I operate. I don't know.
I understand.
I don't. You get your 8 hours. I don't. But that's fine. Whatever.
So I was going to do that, and then this morning I was going to continue to start to do some other things that I was planning out on, reaching out to a couple people to come up with proposals for tomorrow for things.
Like what?
It was I have the number of a potential golf course owner that for the.
I mean, this is what I'm saying. You're going to sleep till 10 o'clock, then call a potential golf course owner?
I was going
he potentially owns a golf course?
He owns the golf course.
Okay, so that was your work for the day. With your life on the line, with your job. You just said that. So you just said
one of the components.
That's what you just said to me. That's what you just said to me.
Yes, it was, because I was going to be the first part. There's more parts to the day than
Why are you
just
looking
the
like
one.
this? What are you doing?
Me?
Yeah, you look like you're witnessing something.
I feel like I am the spark that caused this by sending him this yesterday.
If Justin said no, Justin, you actually sent it to him.
I just sent it to him out of the blue.
You really are a moron.
I know.
What else were you going to do yesterday? Or today, I guess, as it were, after your 8 hours of sleep? Once you got off the phone with the potential owner of the golf course, done. What's next?
I was going to then record a video from the shit sandwich, and I was going to play off of like the Hershey's Kiss that you had because you threw it in the toilet, a little poopy. So instead of a shit, put a Hershey's.
What the hell? Hold on. Take it easy. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
So
what's a shit sandwich?
Yesterday we had a caller, and on the show yesterday I said if someone called in with a recipe, I'd make a recipe.
The piss, cum, and shit sandwich.
You were gonna put cum and piss in a sandwich?
No, I was gonna spoof it. I was gonna get like icing and make that look like the jizz, and I was gonna get like water and spray it, make it look like piss, and put like your Hershey.
So you just have bad ideas. Like there's no, okay. What else? So you're gonna call the golf course owner, hang up on him, make your spoof piss cum sandwich, and then the thing at the hotel with me at the Hershey, right? Is that what you're saying?
Well, the shit with that.
I understand. Yeah. So that's done. Okay. What do you think of that, Justin? There's an idea.
He's trying.
Okay. Do you think it's a good idea? You could be critical. I know you feel bad. You have no reason to feel bad. You had an idea. You're trying to help him out. He fucked it up. That's on him. That's not on you.
No, but I think the positive in this is that a month ago he wouldn't have done either of these things, and when maybe that's a negative, but at least he's trying now. After
okay, well, we don't know. We don't know if he actually would have done the other things.
That is true.
Okay, so go ahead. And that's it, right? Don't lie to me. That's all. That's your entire ideas, right, for the day?
No, and it was going to be one. It was more than one golf course that was going to get called.
No. I don't care. I don't care if you call.
I understand that.
Gus, one golf course or 70 golf courses is the same thing.
I understand.
So that was your entire day.
No, it wasn't.
What else were you going to do? So the piss cum sandwich in the Hershey Bar Poopy, in the golf courses. This is your last day before Mick. This is your last shot. What else? Don't lie to me. Because I know when you're lying. So what other ideas did you have?
The only other idea that I was going to have was going to go up somewhere today, probably Portland, and do something in Portland. I had no like substance to it.
Do you think that's an idea?
But I was going to do something in Portland.
No substance or substance?
Substance.
Okay. Like what?
I was thinking.
Because we did shows there?
Yes.
Because we have a show coming up there.
Yes.
What did you have for an idea?
I was gonna.
You said you had no idea. You said you had nothing of substance.
I was.
So don't believe me. Don't try and come up with one right now.
No, I'm not gonna come up with one right now. I was gonna say I was gonna go up to Portland.
Go up to Portland.
And go to the places that like kind of were from the last Portland a year ago.
The places that were kind of like from last Portland a year ago.
Can I hit the rewind button?
1 second.
Okay.
That would be the State Theater. Where we sell tickets a week from Thursday.
Yes.
Okay. We think. Who the hell knows at this point? I'm thinking about just retiring from the business at this point.
Please don't.
No.
What places were we did the thing?
Yeah.
I don't know any of the
We did the place the Friday
Mike
night.
and the Minifan thing.
Okay.
I don't know where that was.
You weren't at the Portland show last year?
I was at the Portland show. I had something going on that Friday night.
Okay, but I mean, we did Mike and the Minifan.
Yes, it was
Friday
at like a bar.
Yeah. Okay, so but other than that, what else?
So I was gonna go to those places.
Okay.
And, like film something in front of them. Like now thinking about it, I could have done a promo for tickets, just like something like that.
Do you see what I'm saying?
But like,
do you see what I'm saying?
But he also just came up with that.
Right. That's a lie, right? Like that's not even a lie, but you had no. You were going to drive up to Portland and just kind of wing it.
Yeah.
Is that a great last? Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not a great list.
I mean, so you can tweet out if you'd like, Coleman, from the show account. Gus's ideas for his last day of a job were to call a potential golf course owner, to do a shit, piss, and cum sandwich video, spoof video, and then to drive to Portland and just wing it. Am I right?
That sounds like the three things.
That's worse than the Ryder Con thing. Much worse. So I'm sorry, Gus, that I had an emergency show today to stop you from doing that. So you could have got all your sleep to do that. Sorry.
You don't have to apologize.
No, I feel really bad because that would have been a great video of you up around all those places at the live show doing what? You don't know, right? Because you put no thought into it, right? How much thought did you put into it?
I was like,
how much thought did you put into it?
Like, this was a thought on the ride back home yesterday.
Okay, but how much thought did you put into what it could be?
So it was a thought on the ride back?
Yeah, so like an hour, 20 minutes. Like, I'm like, I want to go to
an hour and 20 minutes?
No, like 20 minutes to an hour. I don't know. I don't know the exact time. Like,
but if you gave me 20 minutes or an hour to think of something to do with Portland, I would at least have an idea. Might not be a good idea, but you don't have an idea, right?
No.
Okay, so you didn't really think about it, right?
I did.
What are you getting mad at me for?
No,
You're the one.
I'm mad at myself because I'm trying. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to go. The way my mind is working, the way my mind's racing on it, I don't know. I'm trying to find something. I think if I went up to Portland, and you know what, if I went out there and I see something that kind of like catches my eye, like, oh shit, maybe that was from the last year. Oh yeah, I remember when that was at. Something catches me. That's kind of how things can happen sometimes.
What are you gonna see in Portland is going to remind you? I don't even understand. I don't even get it. When somebody says to me, I'm going to drive to Portland and I have no idea what I'm going to do, I don't know what to say. I don't even know how to respond to that intellectually. I have no response to that. I don't even understand it. I would never operate that way. I don't even know what that even means. I'd have 20 ideas. They might stink, but I have 20 ideas. I could think of 5 ideas probably next 20 minutes. But again, they might suck, but they'd be ideas. I want my producers to fucking sleep in the car. Drive here and sleep in the fucking car before they worry about getting home and getting 8 hours of sleep. Did I lay that out before I hired you guys?
Yeah.
Did I or no?
Yep.
Gus?
Yeah.
So I don't give a shit if you get 8 hours of sleep or 8 minutes of sleep. It doesn't matter to me. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you've been working for 3 months. Have a week off. You have plenty of time to drive there. Yeah, that doesn't. You could have done 30 things in those 10 hours. Instead, it sounds like you drove there, did nothing, got scared about a tweet, turned around, thought about something for 20 minutes to an hour, and then got back. Were you planning to call a golf course, right? Yeah. And then make a poop sandwich parody video, which I didn't even know how that adds anything to the show. And then, what was the last thing? Oh, drive to Portland.
Yeah.
And walk around and maybe get inspired. I don't even get, like, let's say you go to the State Theater. What are you going to do there? Well, it's your idea. I'm asking you questions. You work for me. I'm asking you questions.
I feel like I'm in a situation. If I say something now, oh, you're just making it up. You're lying on.
Well, you are, but you would be because you had no idea.
Yeah, so I said for the beginning, I would have no idea. So if you're asking me right now what I would do on the spot in Portland, right now what I would have done, I would have gone up there, would have done a little video saying, doing like 1 year return, like a big little like marquee thing, Kirk Minahan show coming back. And like playing off of Coleman's KMS era 3.0, playing off on that, like kind of using the verbiage, taking like.
Who gives a shit about that?
I don't know, but it's just a thought coming to my head right now.
Boy, I don't know.
There you go.
So pretty much I knew exactly what was going to happen, right?
What?
Like I knew, like everything you worried about is what I pretty much laid out. Rico was not going to play along. I could have told you all this, yeah. But go ahead.
But I figured I'd go at least give it a shot. I go in my thought process is if at least it fails, I'm showing initiative. I'm trying something. I'm putting myself out there to go try and deliver anything. Throw a Hail Mary out there to show that I'm willing to do whatever, go wherever, just try something.
Yeah, but you then, but okay, but when you say that, what do you try and get in my mind for a second? Okay, relax. When you say that you're going to come up with something you're going to try hard, when you say that, what's my reaction going to be to that?
Just prove it.
No, that's not my reaction to that. My reaction to that is the minute you saw my tweet, you just turned around. You left. So you didn't put any work in. You got there and you're like, oh, Kirk's mad. I need to get my sleep. I'm driving home.
Yeah.
To get back to a time where you got back anyway. I don't get. That's what I don't get.
I think
like you had no plan. You really had no plan when you got there.
No, I had a plan when I got there. My plan.
What was the plan? So when you were driving down there, I didn't know anything about this.
My plan.
Nothing. Your plan.
My plan. Going in. I always on the show we said, and it's in my Twitter bio, the hi, hello, anything you want, because you asked, well, what would you have said if you first saw him?
Okay, I don't know what that is. But
so I was like, all right, I'm going to introduce and say hi, hello, anything you want.
Okay.
Exactly what I would say at first. Mm-hmm. Hit him with the healthy debate stuff because there's been callers like what was it? I get
go ahead.
that.
Just a plan.
So I was going to go do the healthy debate stuff, and then after I was going to have a video of like with me and Rico, like basically of showing like him giving me like meditation, keeping my calm and under cool pressure when I have to deal with someone who I genuinely despise at the moment. That's what I thought would have been funny.
That is an effort and that is a plan. It's not a great plan.
That's a plan? What do you think I think the worst part of the episode was? You're a fan of the show. You occasionally listen to the show. I don't think you listen as much as you used to.
But fucking 3 times. I listen 3 times a show.
Okay, fine, whatever. What would bother me the most?
Are you talking about like yesterday's episode or
this episode today? Everything you said. If it's being brought up in, what piece of evidence is most damning?
I think it would be the fact that the sleep thing is like it's like a different lane, but
that's number 2 or 3.
Gets you upset. It was the idea that he just thought he could go to Portland.
You got it.
And something.
This is what I'm saying. This is why he's
I'm.
That's fine. He'll be hitting golf balls with Quigsy in a few months, but he has a PhD in this. That's what.
But also, I'm the one who sent him the Rico thing.
What do you want me to say? Would you like me to smack you in the face? I'll do it. Like, what do you want me to say? You sent an idea. That's very nice of you. I think that's a nice thing. It wasn't a good idea, but you sent him an idea. So what? It's up to him to come up with it. You tried to help him out.
Yes.
It wasn't the right call, but you would have made it the right call maybe in your own way.
I thought from your tweet yesterday, I thought your biggest gripe was that it wasn't because yesterday, Gus said he's going to go.
Tweet?
Your tweet 9 a.m. or whatever, right after that healthy debate video came out.
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
I thought your biggest gripe with that would be after Gus says yesterday he would cause drama, stir shit. He's going to go do this with Dale Arnold. It seemed from just that video, he just came down there to be like, hey, what's up, Rico?
Well, for example, like when you went to Delaware, what's that town?
Harrington.
Harrington. If you went in there and got a sandwich and just left, it's nothing. Right?
Nothing comes.
The beauty of it is when it happened within there. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Where like that just didn't happen there. Like he's there, the sound's terrible. Rico wants no part of it. Like he doesn't do anything. Like it's just and at the end, it looks like just a bro trying to hang out with Barstool guys.
That's what it looked like from.
I actually don't even think that's what it is.
I don't think so either.
Like, I'm not. I don't feel that way, Gus. So I really don't.
Yeah, no, that
wasn't the case. But it looks like that. It's like, oh, he's got his nice clothes on. He's there. He's laughing. The video's over. He gives Rico a dad. Like, and I'm like, well, what the fuck does that do for us?
I think I will say I think that's what's going to happen. There's no way he quits over anything.
You're not going to quit.
Exactly.
Keep working.
No way.
I'm going to keep trying.
You're not working though.
I think you could do anything, and I don't think he'll quit.
Do you think I should fire you? If you were a listener of the show, Gus, like you used to, and there's a guy like you, what would you be saying?
I mean,
if you're going on all these shows,
I'd be pulling my
you're
hair
critical
out
of a Cullinane job pitch, right?
Yeah, no, it's and I'll always say it's always easier looking on the outside than being in the hot seat. That's for sure. So
great saying.
Yeah.
Boy, I never thought of it that way. So you think it's easier for people listening to the show than being on the show?
Yeah.
I would have never. That never crossed my mind. If you're Andrew Augustus and there's some guy, put it this way: if you're Mick, if you're Gus, and Mick got the job and Mick performed like this to this point,
I'd be just as pissed and calling for the same shit.
For what?
For firing, yeah.
Right. So you think you should be fired then?
I'd be calling for it if I were in Mick's shoes.
So you think you should be fired then?
I don't
if you're
think
being
so.
fair. Why not then?
Because I'm continuing to try stuff. I'm taking a beating. It's been what, an hour and 10
I don't
minutes?
care. I don't.
And I'm still
this
here.
This is a deserved beating.
I get that.
This show. I am now going to. Yesterday was hijacked. Every show now is going to be this.
But I'm
just telling you that. Like every show is going to be this now. I don't care about the listeners. I don't care about. Like it doesn't matter to me. I'm just going to destroy you every day now, pillar to post. And we'll see if you. I mean, I don't know what else to do. I don't care about now. This is just it. What have you done on your own
since October?
Other than hitting buttons, I will allow without knowing that you've hit buttons.
I would say I'm still gonna put the subway things. I've landed got all the logistics and everything set up for that. I came in, made sure everything was set up.
What is that noise? What is that?
That's like a.
You're mad at me?
I'm mad at myself because I'm struggling to get a thought put together right now.
Are you talking about the? Is it Harrington? I keep saying
Harrington.
Yes.
You're talking about setting up a subway thing for 20 people.
But I'm saying
that's an office lunch.
But
that's an office. Am I wrong? It's an office lunch. A group of 20 go for lunch at the Holiday or something, right? I mean, I see it all the time. Like a group of 18 or 20 people go out and have lunch one day. Congratulations, you set up a lunch at Subway, which I'm going to say 192,000 Americans are going to have lunch at Subway today. Whatever, 46,000, I have no idea. And you set up a dinner there. It's already open at that time, right?
You said you wanted to do a show from there.
Right. So you set
So I made sure that there's going to be power. I made sure that we're going to have.
Okay, make sure there's going to be power. That's what you said.
Yes,
I don't know what you want me to say.
I understand that. So I'm explaining all this, the things.
That's October, November, December, January. In your first 100 days, you've set up power at Subway, is what you've done, and push buttons. But I asked you.
Yes, and you're putting me on the spot right now, and I'm trying to think.
It's your fucking job.
I know, and I'm trying to think of answers. Okay,
you didn't have this answer ready already? You think I was going to ask you at some point?
I don't know. My brain. I'm trying. I don't know. I don't know.
Just Gus, you said yourself at you're in a lose-lose situation.
I am
I'm not
because I feel like if I did any piece of content at this point, anything, it's just shit.
So
well, that was shit yesterday.
It was. I know it was. I admit it was. It failed. I tried. I tried.
I don't want to hear a fucking pity party. It was shit content.
Party. It was shit.
No, when you say no matter what I do, it's gonna be shit. That's a fucking bitch baby. Making a fucking pity party for himself. I have no time for that. Make good content. And you know what? If I say it sucks, but it's actually good, people will say, hey, Kirk, you're just being an asshole. It's good content. No one is saying that about last night. Right?
Right.
This guy, Ben Prescott on Twitter. I'll do my Dale here. At Blade32784. January 25th, Triple Creek open mic night. Three Rivers Mass. It took him 3 seconds to find an open mic night.
Yeah, that's
3 seconds.
And that's happening in... When? A few weeks. So, like, Coleman and I talked about this. What?
But you said you couldn't find one. You just found one.
No,
you said it took him 3 seconds to find.
I'm sorry. I didn't say we couldn't find one. We haven't found one that fits in our schedule. Is that okay? Can I say that? Like, that's one for the 25th. You want me to show up there on the 25th? I'll show up on the 25th and do 20 minutes.
You don't think you're combative with me. I'm saying you said you're saying you couldn't find one and some guy found one. I'm going to guess Justin's he's looking right now. He's going to find 6 of them, right?
Yeah, there's probably
right,
a bunch.
I can.
Coleman and I just talked about it the other night. About going to do this.
So then what do you just take a couple nights off from trying to find one? When you talk about if you're talking about, this is I think a decent example here. The load up Coleman, I assume. Like if you're talking about it, don't you just find it?
Because
is it the kind of thing where you're like, hey, remember that open mic night thing? We should do one. Yeah. All right, let's table the rest of that discussion for like a week. Why don't you just find a couple? What are you gonna do for the rest of the day?
Now I'm going to go to the drawing board.
What is Gus good at? And that's a great question. He has got he can take a punch. I'll give him that. But I don't know what else he's good at. But I hired him, so bring the blame here. Any final statement you want to make, Gus, or thoughts? Because tomorrow's Mick, and then who knows after that?
I'm gonna hit the drawing board.
Okay, that's your statement.
I don't know. I'm flustered right now.
I'm sick of the. I'm sick of the what was
I'm
me
just saying.
stuff.
I'm just saying. I'm committed. I'm going to really as soon as we're done here, as soon as this is up, everything I got to do for this, I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna have some stuff for tomorrow and show my worth.
Okay. All right, so we're back tomorrow with Mick. He's in studio. I didn't even know what we're doing now at this point. I feel like we're just going to run over the same car. Well, Mick will be different, I guess, tomorrow. And then after that, I guess we'll find out where we're at. Open mind. I had my run this morning, thought about it. I'm like, open mind. Here we go. Slate is clean for everybody starting today, January the 10th at 9:30, nearly 9:38 in the a.m. So Mick, Coleman, Gus. I mean, Mike, we're stuck with. There's too much ready. I think at the start of the show, be sort of, I don't know, on the outside. Well, I don't know what's going on. So Gus is here. Gus, you went to the drawing board.
I went to the drawing board.
What's that?
What is it?
I don't know what's. You have me.
You went to the drawing board.
I went to the drawing board last night.
What did the drawing board? How did the drawing board come out, my friend, my buddy, my producer, my guy?
So.
Just Jonah Hill's
First things
notebook
first,
and
Dicks out.
I have a notebook.
He has a notebook. Okay.
Because that's all I did last night. I
don't want to do this. I'm trying to stay.
I know. I'm trying.
I know. I said I'm trying.
All I heard.
couple of guys
There you go. Take your time.
All I've heard was all gas, no brakes. Just going.
From who?
Just that's been in the thing in my head that I'm all about, go, but not putting any thought into it.
Okay.
So
do you do the cum or the shit on the sandwich first? If you were going to do it, what would the order have been?
The order would have been first of all,
it's just so people know, it's a spoof, as you said yesterday. You weren't actually going to eat a sandwich with cum and shit on it.
Thank God.
Which is a shame.
Well, it's part of his series of spoofing off.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. That's right. So what would have been first? Mike, how would you do it first? You've many times masturbated on a piece of bread.
That's what I would have done first, actually.
I would get the shit out of the way and then ejaculate.
I think that would look I think that would look grosser. Coming on shit would look grosser than shitting on cum.
I'm not talking about the what makes it more appetizing. I'm talking about I would want to.
Well, I'm talking about how it looks, okay?
The presentation.
Yeah.
I'm saying I would build up a shit first.
Would you toast the bread?
You got to make this thing as delectable as possible. Yeah, I think.
What kind of bread would you use?
No, if you toast it up, it ruins the flavor.
A nice baguette.
Double A. Take it easy for a second, bro, okay? Take it easy. I'll get to you in a second, my friend. I would think I would do sourdough.
I'm not a big sourdough guy.
Neither am I, but I think maybe you could taste it, though. Yeah. I'd like something I don't want plain
like a
bread.
rye?
No, I don't like a rye.
A ciabatta bread has got a good it could carry a lot.
It's got that powder, not, you know what I'm saying, that thing on top. Yeah, maybe. I would first definitely, no, yeah. You don't feel like you have to take a shit. The problem is also you never know when you're going to shit. Like, what if you miss your shit time?
Right.
This has to be done perfectly.
Well, you're saying you want a fresh shit.
Yes. Well, if I'm going to eat it.
I don't know that I do.
Oh, you want a hardened.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I don't like soggy
texture,
food.
right,
That's
yeah.
true.
It'd have to be fresh piss too, right?
Well, that's right. You got to piss. God, I forgot about the urine.
That's where it's going to make
So everything needs to be timed up.
Right. I mean, the urine's, you can pee whenever. That's not a big issue.
Usually when you shit, you got to piss.
Once, right?
Was that Mike?
Gotta get that done together.
Finally, Mick has a take, for God's sake. I've been waiting for this.
So you hate Mick.
Yeah.
Okay, and you hate Gus.
Yeah.
Okay, because you're tweeting a big game again. Was this fake Mick, like tweeting a big game? WWE Mick? What were we getting?
Yeah, no, there's no bits here. I mean, there's
no bits here. There's a fucking charger right there.
There's one bit.
There's no bits, guys.
More than anything, Gus, I just
Do we have
think
a bit beeper, Goldman? Do we have a bit bot? Okay, if you sense a bit, I trust you.
I mean, I screamed out it for 30 minutes on the other day. I think
Also, in the Arba Dwyer, I want a gunshot when Mike does the.
That's how much I need to do it. Is even now I'll still slip it in.
Go ahead.
I mean, I could sit here till I'm blue in the face and talk about how incompetent he is, how terrible he's done at the job.
We
how
know
he
that.
doesn't respect the show, doesn't respect you, doesn't respect himself, doesn't respect any listener. So
Yeah.
I just don't. I could do this all day. We could talk about how he's been terrible.
To be clear, though, at the start of the show, as we begin the show today, because I've talked to people behind the scenes as well, you are not interested in this job in any way, shape, or form.
Meaning what?
Sorry?
I would say I would absolutely contribute to the show, help you out, anything. I just don't necessarily know if I want to be your producer.
Yeah.
See, but okay,
a real sentence?
sources have said to me that you would be interested in producing the show in some form or fashion.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, so you've changed your mind.
Yeah, I mean, we have to. Some factors would have to change, but yeah.
Some factors would have to change.
Yeah, maybe.
So you don't want the job then?
Well, maybe him not being here. I feel like we've yelled about this before. Like that's my
Gus
biggest.
not being here?
Yeah.
Well, I think that if you, I think
I don't know if that's on the table or not. It hasn't been clear at all.
that's safe. That's safe to say.
Okay, yeah. If he wasn't here, then yes, I'd definitely be interested in producing the show.
What changed?
I think more than anything is I just know this is a great opportunity, and I'm not going to let my frustrations get in the way of something that I actually want to do.
Sure, I don't think that'll be a problem at all.
I don't think I want to be the producer of that show. That's simple.
Okay, so Gus, go ahead. Why don't you? You seems like you're very worked up about Mike. I actually think Mike is actually genuine. I actually think he hates.
I don't know. I'm not saying his hatred isn't genuine. This doesn't feel like Gus to me, though.
He should hate himself. I mean, what is he mad at me for?
This is what's his name? The Chill Gus. What was that? It was like a goose.
Sir Gus.
Drew.
Drew
Gus. Drew August.
Sir Drew August. Sir Drew Augustine.
I don't hate Gus as like a
person,
individual.
He's a nice guy. It's
what
hard
he
to
has
hate
done
him.
with the job makes me very upset. As
Yeah,
somebody who
because you
lost,
wanted the job.
Yeah,
Sure. I think that's natural. Either way you go about it might be not natural.
Sure,
but
I didn't
that's
say I
natural.
was saying, but
no, nobody's saying that. Well, Gus, go ahead.
No, that's where my stemming of it. Like I understand that he wants
Gus,
to
your
come
hair
and take my job.
looks more crazy than ever.
Well, it's that-
did you like shower today? Did you do anything?
No, I would.
What do you do? Well, you look nuts.
It's just a typical Wednesday morning for me.
You look
Just like
crazy.
that, you knocked him off his game. He was so succinct. He was getting out sentences.
But you get bad hair, but you do a good job producing. I'm just saying you look crazy today.
I've had a long night.
All right, walk us through.
It's been a tough week.
Walk us through the drawing board and what's on it currently.
So currently, there is one project that I have a plan for a video. I mapped it out day by day, broke it down. Like I wanted to be prepared for this.
I don't want to do what I did yesterday.
Yeah,
I'm trying my best here. Trying my best.
So my plan, like if I'm gonna produce, like I want to do something for the show. Like you said,
Very well. Okay, perfectly said. Right. I never thought of it that way. Okay.
As you said, what value can it add to the show? So if I just throw something that's not gonna bring any value,
I would be into something. I thought about this yesterday. I would be into picking various places in America, like Portland yesterday, for him to drive to with no plan and see what he does.
I mean,
just a different city. Like just literally pick a map, go to the map, close my eyes, and pick it. And Gus has to go there with no plan and see what he comes up with. What did you do yesterday? Show ended. Like give me the Gus day.
So yesterday, show ends. I help with Coleman make sure everything gets up. We're all set up. We put some stuff on the back end for You Don't Care on YouTube stuff to like add stuff in that.
Yep.
But
I mean, to be fair, I did that.
he did it. But
Coleman is out on
I'm
this.
just saying.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying if we're doing the whole two thing here. Like,
And people are sick of Gus. They hate Coleman.
yeah.
I don't get why.
Because it's
What
tough.
should Coleman be doing?
It's tough when you're like the sort of competent, kind of. You can tell he's sick of the guy, and everyone's like, "Fuck him."
of the
Like,
guy?
I'm just giving you the audience perspective.
Yeah.
Like,
I think the audience missed that he gave him half of his bonus. How can you feel?
Yeah,
about
right.
that? What are we talking about?
Yeah, Coleman's been pretty supportive.
What
of
are we
Gus,
talking
I would
about?
say.
I agree. Like I agree. Do I think Coleman's a drip? Sure, but he's a nice kid. Like he's a moron, but he's a nice kid. But Gus, yes. So go ahead. So the show ends. Have you got your new tires yet?
No.
Okay. So the show ends.
Show ends. Show ends. We did everything. I leave here around. I think I got home like around 1:30ish.
Okay.
From here,
A full day's work.
it started after I did that. I had to go home. I had to run some errands when I got home for the wife.
Sure.
Got that.
Keep in mind he was planning on driving to Portland normally, but he had
Yeah.
time to do all this
No,
stuff. I'm noting this. Yep. Go ahead.
So I.
See what I'm saying, Mike? See how I get bogged? Do you understand my
I'm
dilemma,
not saying
though?
it was long. It was just I had to get her medicine. That's all I had to get. So
Sure.
it was simple, easy, done with that.
Simple, easy, done. Gotcha. Go ahead.
Go home, go upstairs to my office with my drawing board.
Office.
My drawing.
Oppenheimer. It's office. Is your office that guest room with that TV?
No, my office it's the one that's next to it. It's a complete mess. Surprisingly.
Stunned to hear that.
Good.
Yeah. Good. I like the way this is
That's where
going.
the greatest ideas come from.
It's just like Ray Bradbury going to his office. All right, go ahead.
So the first thing I did.
Gus's office is Michael Scott's portrait where it's like a dump and one flower growing in the middle.
Office.
I got a U desk. I have recording stuff.
Yep. Go ahead.
And then I just start writing down ideas. Good, bad. There's.
Keep in mind the word he writes out is just the word ideas over and over.
It was actually
Bart Simpson.
Yes, it literally is. It's like fucking Nicholson in The Shining. Go ahead.
So I'm writing down. There's people DMing me ideas. This and that.
Go good. That's
there's some of them were very bizarre. One person suggested I pretend to go blow up Jeff Delo's house. So I was like, no, thank you.
Ideas are ideas.
I did. Well, but did it go on the board? Yeah, it went on the board just to cross it off.
Good.
It's
Just to cross it off. The man's thorough.
All right.
But so I'm thinking, and I'm sitting there, and I'm thinking, if I just go rush into anything.
When I say to him, what time is it? He's going to say 1:32.
No, right now it's 2:30.
Okay. So you did your errands.
I did my errands. Okay. Errands only took me like 20 minutes, if that.
Okay. Were you thinking during the errands or no? Were you just focused on the errands?
I was just focused on the errands.
Sure. Yeah.
I wanted to get in, get out.
Yeah. When you're going to pick up something, all you think about the whole time is going to pick it up. That's always my mindset.
It's my mindset.
Totally. Yeah.
CVS.
Pills, Band-Aids, pills, Band-Aids, Band-Aids, pills. I'm forgetting something. It's pills? Go ahead.
So I'm going through ideas. I wrote out, I seen all these things. I should go do this, go do that, go do this, go do that. If I went and did anything immediately last night, yesterday, it would have been a complete, I did not see a win for me in that. Because
how many ideas do you have right now that you think are winners?
3, 4.
Okay.
4 winning ideas.
Let's sacrifice one of the winning ideas right now and just tell us the worst of the winners. Let's hear this winning idea.
Come on, Gus.
The worst of the ideas.
The worst of the winners, I'm saying.
Winners.
The worst of the ideas.
Of the
that
good
you think-
ideas.
You see what I'm saying, Mike? Yeah. The fourth place finisher, right outside the medal
fourth
ceremony.
place finisher was going to be going up to the lovely town of Lisbon, Maine, and doing a blind taste test of the residents of Lisbon, Maine with Moxie soda, and doing a whole Moxie soda kind of packaging about how distinctive, like playing off your old EEI ads.
Minor correction. It sounded like you'd be tasting the residents. But that's just for my own edification.
Also to edit something I said, the winning ideas, just to be clear.
I know, that's why it was number 4.
These are ideas.
Okay. That's a terrible idea, but okay. So, all right, number 3.
Number 3.
The bronze medalist, Mick.
Yeah.
It's something
Mick's
that,
loving this.
Ready for this one.
it's something that
No Mick fireworks with Gus. No Gus fireworks with Mick yet.
Gus tried.
We'll get there. Go ahead, I guess.
Well, it's like hitting a wounded animal.
Go ahead.
there is.
Take your time. I'm not. Go ahead. Take your time. I'm ready for a good idea.
I have found multiple open mic nights on a Saturday night, so we're gonna go try my set at different locations, film it, good audio.
That was one thing.
And that was one thing I knew that was gonna be out there. And that's why it's number 3. Like,
That's not an idea.
hey, I know it's not an idea, but it's
Mike, that's not an idea.
No. I'm on your side on this one.
Okay.
I hate to invoke the name of Craig Ironhead Coney.
yeah.
But he
it's-
told me there's a website that lists 7 a night.
Oh, I'm sure. Of
Yeah.
course.
What do you mean, yeah? You said you couldn't find one for a month.
No,
You said January 25th
Well, he
is the
wasn't
next
looking, he
one.
wasn't looking on the
no,
internet.
I didn't say January 25th.
Hey, what do you want me to do? He was on the World Wide Web.
Classified?
So you know those telephone poles that have the things stapled on them? You know, he found a wrestling show in Lynn, but he couldn't find a
He
stand-up
goes,
comedy.
yeah.
Mike,
He
what
found
I
an
was
old
saying-
carnival from July, but there,
What I am saying was from Sunday night when I slept over with Coleman, saying, "Hey, like I want to go to the open night. Can you come and you can film it?" So that
Wait,
way
you had that idea Sunday, is what you're saying?
I'm saying Sunday night to
I don't
go
believe
out to an open
Sleepover with
I told
Coleman.
you.
I hate him saying the word like sleepover.
No, I see it.
That's terrible.
I thought you meant you had it when we talked about you doing stand-up.
What? Wait.
The idea of you hitting an open mic. I thought you meant like you had talked about it a while ago and just never did it.
It's interesting to watch. I can actually see
used to-
Gus's face when he talks to you because he's in a different angle. To watch him take a question in like that, and he's like, he's not capable of thinking of it. Now he's thinking of lying.
No.
Now he's thinking of like how he'll know I'm lying, so I'm not going to lie. There's 5 million things going on right now. It's unbelievable to watch his face right there. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
And to the people of Twitter, I'm trying here. I'm trying to defend the fucking guy.
So am I. Like, I'm not looking to because to me, like it's now a me issue. Like I'm not looking to bite his head off. I'm just
Right.
trying. Like that's not an idea.
No,
I'm just telling you.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm just. That's fine, but that's fine. But also, if you do that now, even before you said it today, I feel like it's kind of over.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, listen, I trust your instinct. That's fine. What do I know?
No, the reason
I still think his stand-up would be funny.
That's why I think it would be.
I mean, you know what I mean.
Number two.
Exactly.
Number two would be signing up for TaskRabbit and filming myself doing jobs.
Oh, you're very into this, which I have.
Gus works.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Hey, buddy, you get fired. I'm executive producing this thing. I'm with you.
Listen, you should probably just use that for other. Okay.
I like that he changed the title to try and like slip it in.
Right. Okay.
No, no. TaskRabbit's the actual site. It still would be Gus Works, but it'd be on a more
So
random
2 and 3 are not even new ideas.
No.
Okay, gotcha. Number one,
and this is taking a little longer, but I'm really excited for it, and it's a book report.
It's too bad Mike wasn't drinking water 5 seconds later.
A mistimed shot.
I watched Mike. I was looking at. I watched Mike. I feel like you didn't like hear it correctly at first, almost. What do you think he said?
It just felt like noise. Like nothing happened. It was negative energy.
Report.
Yes.
Okay. Well, go ahead. I'm open to it.
So I was going to make a video book report presentation, and there was going to be basically I would read. I don't want to give up the book I've had in mind, because if I still want to do this, I think it could be funny.
Oh, the places you'll go.
Green eggs and ham.
Go ahead.
I have reached out to the author of the book, and I was going to give the author the presentation of the book report and see his reaction to it.
How does that help the Kirk Minahan show?
Well, it depends on who's booking.
Just who is it? Who is it?
I was going to try to go for Stephen Hayden because I related to the show, a Bruce book. I know.
So, you were so close.
It was the first one I thought of. I know, but it was. I was thinking. Can I give some rationale why?
Go ahead.
Because
Take your time. Go ahead, buddy.
I've previously reached out to him, so I know I have that connection that I could set.
Why would he want you to do that?
I don't know. I thought it would be something that could provide content. It would be relatable to the show. I would read one of the Bruce books.
I want to read the book though. The book isn't out yet.
No. I'm not saying his new book. I'm saying an older book of his.
Like his Pearl Jam book or something?
Yeah.
But like, why? Where's the but like, it's a good book.
But
he's like a good writer.
I know, but
you understand that, Mike? Or
but
do you get the?
I think it would be funny to have it's a good book. It's a good writer. So you have me read it and trying to give a book presentation.
Do you understand now? I understand. It almost feels like I can't make this connection because I'm not great at this. Maybe Mike or Mick or Coleman, or one of our viewers, listeners can. I feel like he's trying to channel another former producer of the show who might have read a book.
So?
But I don't know. I don't know if that's been done or not. I don't know.
He just read it live. Like I wasn't going to do a whole live.
And he picked. So we can just read like a chapter of the book.
No, I'm going to do the.
He's going to read the book privately
like,
and then tell us.
I would film some of it for like behind the scenes stuff and that, but like I would the whole like the actual content.
You're gonna tell Stephen Hayden what you think of a book he wrote like 8 years ago about like the Black Crows or something?
I'm gonna give a little presentation on it.
It's interesting our different perspectives. My takeaway was more that this bit is going to be so good that we're going to get behind the scenes footage. There's going to be DVD extras.
I don't even get like I don't even. I'm not being negative. I'm not going to be mean. I'm not going to say anything.
You can say negative.
Hey, you know what, pal? You can say some negative stuff.
Terrible idea. I don't even. Can you explain it to me, Mick? Go.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Coleman? He's explaining this to you. He said,
"Is it supposed to be a good book report, guy? Like, are you trying to have like an actual authentic? Like, is it a good book report?"
I'll explain. Gus is a moron. So doing a book report would be a funny thing to watch a moron do.
I think I got that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think I got that. Which book? Did you figure out which book yet? Have you looked up the books he's written?
I've looked up a few.
Like what? Give me one then, because you're saying that's a lie. So you're lying, right?
Yeah, I'm lying.
This is what I mean. This is what I fucking mean.
All right.
This is what I mean.
This is where
that was a nervous day.
In the courtroom, I wipe my papers off my desk.
That's not a bit. It's true. Why do you do that?
Because I'm scared right now.
Scared of what? Why can't you? I knew. I knew that you knew. I knew that you were going to lie to me there.
Yeah.
Like.
I haven't.
Mike, just Mick just like
Clemmer,
Mick,
Coach Clemmer.
Mick just turned his head. Mick just turned his head and made his dad face. Like,
Yeah.
What are we gonna do with this guy?
The energy I love today is Mick's. He's playing it right, where he's like, let this idiot fucking burn himself out.
Why would you lie about that?
It was just a panic reaction.
You said yesterday you were never going to lie again, or the day before.
I know, and it was a panic.
In fairness, you did say you were going to lie.
He contradicted that moments later.
And that turned out to be the truth. He was going to lie.
And I said I would immediately correct it and back it up. So
No. You didn't correct it.
You corrected it.
I corrected it.
If
I had just gone on, you would have not corrected yourself, correct?
No, I would have Googled and just listed off names.
So when you just said you were going to correct yourself, you lied then as well.
I just
Gotcha. So what is your core issue with Mick, who I think just wants your job? Like, I don't know what he's supposed to do.
No, I understand that point from it. It's the part that I hate.
You said you hate him.
The part that I hate about it is just going.
You said you hate him.
I do.
Okay, all right.
Because
But then also, Gus, you said that you would do the exact same thing if you were in my shoes.
Yeah, I would. It's a snake move. It's a shit move. It's a
snake move. It's bringing down the
slimy
producer
move.
next to you when you fail. You've done that 3 or 4 times on the show.
How have I tried to bring him down?
During the Ryder Con conversation, you said Coleman told me that wasn't the bad idea. You basically shifted the blame towards Coleman.
No. I was
when
saying,
you should have just said I screwed up.
Because one, I did say I screwed up. 2, Kirk said that, oh, did you tell anyone out about this idea? I said, yeah, I told Coleman. And what was Coleman's response? That was his response. So that's not me throwing him under the bus. That's
in
just
my eyes, it
explaining.
is.
That's just, so you want me to lie and say, oh no, I didn't tell Coleman
it's my
anything.
responsibility. It's my idea.
It is my responsibility. I
wouldn't
say that
mention
from the
Coleman.
beginning. Why not? He asked me a question.
Because that's getting him in trouble. That could potentially get him in trouble. Could you not see that?
Because Kirk, I don't think Kirk cares if I'm getting him in trouble or not. What Kirk wants is for me to be honest.
I didn't say. I'm talking about you and his relationship. I would feel terrible
me and Coleman
about you.
is fine. It's like
So like you would lie to me if Coleman did something wrong?
Not like lie like that, but I just don't think that I would want to sell out my other producer over and over again, especially on
he's
attempts
fucking
to.
sold me out too on shit. He's dragged me through the mud.
Okay, all right. Like when? Well, hold on. When is he sold? When is he
He
sold
might
you
have
out?
sold me out, but he's taking digs at me.
You just said he sold you out. He threw into the river. I think you said under the river. Like, what has he done?
I mean,
powdered sugar.
Wow. You know what I'm noticing?
What's that?
I don't think Gus has any stroke symptoms. Right? He's just the world's worst liar.
Yeah, he
was so coherent when he was going at Mick.
Right.
He's about to lie about something.
Can I say, Mike?
Is it just me? Is he just afraid? Do I just break him?
It could be.
I don't understand it.
Specifically, he has not thrown me under the bus. He has taken digs at me. He kind of treats me sometimes like poo-poos and that.
I don't treat you like poo-poos.
There's been
poo-poos and that might be a good title for the show. Are you kidding me? I like that better than Running with the Devil.
Yeah.
Me too. Mike, if you treat me like poo-poos and that again, I'm going to fucking kill you.
I'm sorry for doing that.
Knowing that this person does not have my back.
Do you feel that way, Coleman?
No. I think,
pause there.
Yeah.
I think he started to after yesterday.
No, I want to think it through. No, I think Gus has my back and he really does want to do a good job for the show and everything. It's just, I think he gets caught up in his own head with things. And I think there's a lot of things that aid to that, whether it's the smoking, whether it's gaming, whatever it may be. I just think that inhibits Gus to...
You did do some drugs yesterday.
I did. I smoked 1 joint at night before bed.
There you go. Oh, boy.
The lie detector.
Like Coleman, do you Coleman?
You want the truth?
Yes, that's not the truth. Well, let me hear. Oh, is it Maury Povich?
Yeah.
Oh, let me hear it.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
I hate that, Mike. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Since the best of and since everything, I was like, listen, I'm rooting for you. I support you. I want you to do a good job. But the lying just needs to stop. And above everything, it can't be done to me. If I don't care what you lie about, don't lie to me.
Right. Well, how do you think I feel? I'm fucking paying him.
Yeah, I'm not speaking for you. I'm just saying.
Are you done lying, Gus?
I'm gonna try my best.
Was that a drop?
What was that, Maury?
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
What else you got, Mick?
I was gonna say, can I suggest some Mick bait update, maybe to relax you a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've been swiping a little bit, and we have a profile open if you want to take a look. Yeah. Here, I'll give it to you so you can maybe have some fun with it.
This is your profile or the guy's? Okay.
Hand it over your phone.
It's my content. I don't give a shit. It's mine.
Oh boy, Mick. What do I do? I just.
He just handed over his phone to you?
Yeah, so
that's ballsy.
You gotta swipe through. You swipe right or left. You get to pick the ones you want.
What's your profile?
It's at the home. The bottom, there's a home button you can probably touch.
Like the.
Yeah, you can play around with it. You'll see it.
Oh, that's you. Is that you there?
Yeah. Yeah, that's me. That's us. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got a couple of connections going.
Oh, you got messages here.
Yeah. Some guy was asking me this morning. I was texting with him, and he was saying, "What are you doing this weekend?"
You say how old you are here.
Not all of your time. It says on the
Can I
profile.
read? Do you mind if I read your?
4.
Do you mind if I read your chat with this guy here?
Not at all.
Don't you have to be 18 on these?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like
4.
You tell them that you're 18, and then all of a sudden, I'm in school still.
I'm
He starts,
actually-
he
I
starts
like
talking
that.
a little
Is this
bit.
the guy you're playing the long game with?
There's a couple different ones. I don't want to say his name, but
Guy who,
The trainer?
there's one trainer guy that we have and have been texting with, and then I have a guy on here that's also like a CrossFit guy. All right, and
Hello.
2 of them
hello.
are already decided.
Hello. Mick types back, hey, with HEYYY. How are you? The guy writes letter U. I'm doing okay today. Just finished the gym and now headed back home to sleep for another hour or two. LOL. HBU.
How about you?
How about you? Nice, headed to work soon, the guy says.
Yeah.
What brings you on the app? LOL, you really want to know? I'm not gonna lie,
That's me.
Yeah, this is a little turned on.
Come on, me.
He's like, well, I stormed out of a producer's search today, and
This predates that, Mike. This is early December.
oh wow,
Yep.
There's only a few guys in my school, but none are my type. They're all such pussies, and I don't know how else to meet others. LOL. That's cool. Do you like
man.
older guys? I've never been with one, but I wanna. And that's like, is that like a? It's
Like a
horns on the
yeah,
guy. Okay.
Yeah, a little devil emoji.
naughty boy.
Also, never really had the chance. Gotcha. You very handsome. He said. Just turned 53 here. Ooh, that's older than my dad, which kind of turns me on. LOL.
Great. Won't it be great if
How many people listening right now are like pleasuring themselves? This
Too many.
Won't it be great if this bit kind of just drifts away, and then in a few months, Mick shows up at like a Minahan
with this guy?
Hey, this is Greg.
LOL. I'm gives his job. Where are you from? Oh, really? I played lacrosse for a bit in middle school and freshman year, but not sure if I'll keep doing it this year. How old
See,
are
that's
you?
my tell that I'm a 16. Yeah, see?
Oh, Mick, I got you.
Yeah,
Mick,
you
I
got it. You got it.
How old are you? Ah, shit. Whoops. LOL. How old do you think I look? And then a face with hearts around it.
He's good at this. I think he's captured a man before.
Bruins hat, young green shirt, older. Hi, everyone says my hair makes me look young. That's so funny. You're 16 green shirt, maybe 19. 14 in the picture.
Yeah.
And then you make a face with a...
Yeah.
How old are you actually in the picture?
I think 14. I think it's my brother's.
It'd be great if
like
I thought you
15
took these
probably,
all
yeah.
now.
No.
Damn. So how old are you? You going to stop talking to me if I told you the truth or what? I'll talk. Meat would be different. My guess is you're a sophomore. You're 16. Damn, you're pretty good at this.
Yeah, he was. He's not taking the bait as much.
And now he's doing the be careful. A lot of effed up people.
He's trying to warn me.
So this is the guy you've been...
That's one of them. I have a couple.
Let me see here. If you don't mind.
No. I was also on the Bumble, but I don't have that one downloaded right
Bumble.
now. Yeah.
Jesus, a lot of action here, Mick.
We're trying to get some work done here.
I like it. So the first guy, Kirk's going to walk out and be like, hey, good news. You didn't take the bait.
Sure. Yeah, you got to do
Got a
something.
fishing pole.
Are the guys who send you stuff, or you just don't feel like it's going to be a match? You're not.
Yeah, I keep him waiting. Keep him kind of at bay.
It's your turn.
Maybe like a Saturday night, hit him up.
Nice picks, this guy says.
A lot of people are complimenting.
Yeah. Thanks. How are you? You're welcome. I'm rocking and rolling tonight, the guy says.
Yeah.
On
Hell
board.
yeah.
Is that Captain? Is that him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I send the message to him?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to give him one of yours, Mick.
Go ahead.
Boom. I just sent it to him. There you go.
Just Grinder?
Tinder.
Oh. Are most of the gays on Grinder?
What I was told is that's the one where the spam happens. Yeah. So if
Is there one as long as that? This guy likes you. Recently active.
Yeah. No. There's a lot of people. I'm telling you, this morning I was swiping.
Exciting for
I was
you.
hanging out.
Hi. Nice to meet. Is there one that's been as long as that correspondence one I had? No.
No, that's probably the longest message one.
What's the second longest one? Do we have a? Give me the first letter of the guy or no?
No, I don't know. The kid who I have is his name. The letter starts with an M, and I was texting with him.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah. No, I don't have him anything else longer than that. But
okay. Wow. There's a lot going on here, Mike.
yeah. Yeah, it is.
I think Mick's going to find a nice life for himself.
Look at an incredibly long conversation between these two. So you're talking to this guy today.
I am. Yeah.
Just looking for more than chats, he says.
Yeah. Oh. And he said he was like, I understand or something like that. He's trying to play the I'm not a pervert, on the face value.
I mean, no matter what, it's still a pig.
I don't think Gus is built to hate. Like Mick's crazy.
No, I mean maybe I was wrong to judge, but out of the gate it felt very like he can't. Like I'm going to be the guy that gets in his face.
No, I do. It's when you come out again. Mick's right. I would have done the same thing. It's a snake move.
The thing is, I don't mean this in a bad way. You're a nice guy. You wouldn't do the same thing.
I would.
A lie detector determined that was a lie.
It's hard to say I would do the same thing and I hate him for it.
But no, because
But you wouldn't. But
I would expect him to hate me for it.
what's the same thing?
Like if the roles were reversed.
I know, I understand, but in your mind, what is the same? What did he do?
What do you mean? Like,
Why do you hate him?
Yeah,
trying to go after my job. Like I still work here. I'm employed.
Do you hate
It's my
Montante?
life. I mean, yeah.
Do you hate Montante?
Yeah.
You hate Mike Montante.
He's hated me from the beginning.
You hate him. You hate Mike Montante.
So when he's here on Friday, you're going to do this again.
Yeah, I'll do it again.
You hate Mike. You hate him.
Yes, because I know he's talking shit about me behind my back, going all around. Like that's another thing. I get it. Like if you want me to list
I hate Mike Montante.
If you want me to list the people I hate, I can rattle them off.
Go ahead.
Daver I hate because he again talks shit about me behind my back. That's my biggest issue. You talk shit about me behind my back.
Gus, what about the accountability for yourself?
Do you hate Jeff D. Lowe?
No.
Well, okay. Well, was our phone conversation yesterday? To the side.
No, I hated him on Thursday when he came in and threw his fucking hissy fit because that just told me.
Gus, I did that because I knew you weren't leaving. I knew you would never leave, Gus.
No,
that's why I left. I said, I was like, this guy's not going to leave.
No,
so I'm
because
not
you
going to sit
acted
here all
like
day.
an entitled bitch because all you wanted was to come and take my seat, and you didn't have the fucking balls to say it. I tried to be nice and cordial on Wednesday, and you know what? You come in on Thursday and you just want to rub that shit in my fucking face, like, this is my job. They stole it from me. Blah blah blah. You know what? At that point, that's when I get sick of the shit.
Gus, you're imploding it. You're ruining your job by yourself. Like, I'm not pushing these buttons to you. I'm literally just taking advantage of an opportunity that Kirk would give me.
Yes, I understand that, but
I don't think you do.
But no, I do.
Because if you knew the opportunity, you wouldn't work like this. You wouldn't act like this. You would say, "Oh shit, this is actually a big deal. I have a chance here. He's giving me a chance," and you've continued to fuck it up for months.
I spent all last night pulling my head out of my ass trying to.
Gus, the ideas from last night weren't good.
But none of my ideas are good.
That's not a good excuse, though.
That's not a lie.
I didn't.
Maury was
Do we
quiet.
have more truth or no? We must have a more.
There's got to be a more.
Yeah, we have more truth. Go ahead.
But I'm still.
I want to stay out of this one, Mike. So let them go.
I'm still working. I'm still grinding. I'm that. Like I said, I had no issue with you until Thursday because you came off a petulant asshole. You fucking abandoned the show. You threw your little hissy fit and walked out. I've been getting beat up every time I come beat up.
Gus, do you think I left because I couldn't handle him yelling at me?
Yes, I did because you're a fucking pussy.
Or without sounding like an arrogant asshole, can I ask you why you did hire him over me?
I think that's obvious. He's
Yeah.
he's
an idiot.
he's a sillier character.
Yeah,
than
you're a very serious, like dark, dour, sick, fucked up person.
Thanks.
Whoa!
Yeah, I mean, you just are, and that's a compliment. Like I like that. That's part of the reason why I like. But what I did to Gus yesterday, you would have literally you would have just stomped out of here and driven home like 20 minutes in.
I'd have been screaming, but yeah,
but then you would have just left.
But I also, I would never put myself in that situation.
I'm not sure. I don't even think I disagree with that. But I'm just saying there will be a time when it turns and you're not going to handle it well. You're right. You'll scream back. You'll make no sense, and you'll storm out of here.
I was wondering how Mick would take that yesterday.
Yeah, I don't even think that was really like. I think I've gotten easier as I've gotten older.
Well, Mick also said he was out sick
that's just
that
a
day.
tough. I'm saying when your back's against the wall and you have fucking nothing, like.
I guess my advice to anybody in that situation would be to not have nothing.
Well, sure.
That's the best piece of like. But I've never been in that situation because I have stuff.
Well, I think it's happened to literally everyone else that's been in here, though. Me, Justin, Steve, even Steve that day with the fucking
drop sound.
Yeah. Oh, the
Red Sox thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cullinane, Coleman, Gus, like anyone that's been in here, I think has dealt with that. So there's going to be so how would Mick handle that? I don't know.
We may find out. Who knows? Yeah. I don't know. I'll tell you this. Give the breaking news sound. We worked on yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't, but that's
he says, "Oh yeah."
Liar.
They all lie.
Wait.
Just do some breaking news sound, dummy.
I know. I'm looking for there it is.
Big news.
Sources have told Kirk Minahan, that Mike Montante and Mick have combined for a pitch, working on a pitch to take over the two of them, Gus's seat.
Oh, really?
Yes. I will not reveal my sources. My sources are not.
Is he now talking to nipples on the phone?
He's not fat. He's not a gambling addict. He's not going to sleep on somebody's couch on Thursday night. Whereas they would alternate weeks. Sources have told me that Mick is on board for this.
Definitely open to the idea.
Okay. they would alternate weeks. So next week, say, would be Mick week, then Montante, then Mick, then Montante. They would split Gus's current salary and then also work in sales at the same time.
Wow.
That's right.
That's
my
a
response to
tempting
that
idea.
was, I said, I'm intrigued by that.
That's a tempting idea.
Is that a good idea, Gus, or no?
I mean, it's interesting that it's going to take the two of them to try to take me out. So that's kind of funny. That took,
I think you're doing that on your own.
That's one way to look at it, Gus, I suppose, yeah.
But
Gus now knows that's a good idea. I can hear,
I thought for a second Gus was going to forget what the context of the show was and be like, that's great.
I like the idea that so let's say we take 4 weeks off, 48 weeks. 24 weeks a year, Mike Montante is going to sleep on somebody's couch.
Yeah.
Well, his girlfriend is in New Jersey. What do you think of this idea, Coleman?
It's probably going to end up being my fucking couch.
That's probably true. What do you think of that idea?
I mean, it would be
not you, stupid, Coleman.
My concern with it is in the alternating weeks, that means someone isn't doing something for the show at a given time.
That's not what my source told me.
Well, me and Montante, not iron the entire thing out, but yeah, it would make sure the other person, whoever's not in
iron this plan out.
I mean, I'm going to be watching the show no matter what. He's going to be watching the show.
That's what he said. He said, I'll give you the quote from Montante. I mean, from my source, if you will. Do you hate Montante now, Gus? He's now.
I already said I did.
But he's like working to get you out. Now.
Yeah, now it's like shit like that. It's gonna go on the hate list. It's a shady move, and it's.
I understand Gus has a chance to save his job. Montante messaged me, but in the event that he does not, see, that's fair, Gus.
That's fair. That's
pretty
fair.
above board.
That's
I have an
fair for
idea
now.
in mind that I ran past Mick, and I believe it makes sense for all parties involved.
Right.
Oh, he's so kind, thinking of all parties.
Particularly Gus. I think it makes the most sense for Gus.
Reallocate Gus's salary between Mick and myself. We would rotate full weeks in studio in the second producer chair. Gives an extra set of hands during the show, even when the others on studio that cut clips and create for the show, plus sales as well. I said, I'll think about it. Interesting idea. I said, I'm warming to this. He said, good to hear. Mick could throw a hissy fit tomorrow 5 minutes in and throw a wrench in it.
So they're already eating away at each
That's what I
other.
mean. Like,
He sent me a composure text message.
but here's the problem, though, Coleman. There's the difference between being a producer, which I understand, and being a host. The idea of these two battling for that job and who's doing better one week, who's doing better the next week, a constant battle between these two. They'll both lose
These
their
two
minds.
partners? You think they're going to turn on each other?
right.
Would you accept if Gus were able to partner with someone? Would you accept that at this point? Rather, if you're between firing him and that.
I feel like this is surviving Barstool.
Right.
Gus, who would you pick as your partner?
it-
Like Montante and Mick, who would your partner?
It might be very dumb of Gus to do because I'm using Gus as dumb now. Right. It might be dumb of him to do because he's got the job.
No, I understand, but let's say you had to do it. It's just an exercise. So Mick and Montante are not available to be picked. Who'd your partner be?
My first call, if I'm assuming that it would be Coleman's the A, and this would be a rotating B.
Correct.
That's a good asterisk.
Just one.
You
of the,
got it, buddy.
Well, because
You
Coleman.
figured it out.
There you go.
Well, no. Because I would say if it was just a duo, I'd put Coleman as number one.
I'm trying to think. Oh, don't answer this yet. I want to see if I can guess correctly. Who would you say? We'll go around the room.
Well, can I write my answer down first so that way I'm not gonna so I show that I didn't
Yeah.
change it because of what you
Yeah,
said.
jot it down.
Go ahead. Just go ahead. Jesus, that was 90 words. Let me know when you're done.
Done.
Done. Coleman looked. He looked over. You see it, Coleman.
No, he's hiding it.
I've written it down though. So
Coleman has not seen it.
He has not seen it.
Okay. Coleman, go ahead.
His partner, you're saying?
Yeah, like so he went to Montante. Montante and Mick are out, I'm saying, Gus.
Yes.
Okay. This is a wild show. I don't say that much. This show is crazy. It's a crazy fucking show.
We've now got him partnering with someone for the job he already has.
He's not going to have like a tomorrow show. This idiot's going to be fucking. He's going to take you. You just might want to have me Julie's job. I might just have you do golf course stuff on the subway. You know. Coleman, we're not building a fucking bridge here.
I'm just
saying it.
All right, I'm going to say Will. I'm going to throw out Will's name.
I say John and Scranton.
Quinlan.
Oh, that's a good guess. Yeah.
He's already worked with one guy, so
that's true.
I don't know, but I'll say you're all wrong, and it's going to be terrible.
Just say Warthog.
That'd be great.
John from Scranton would have been my first
John from
choice.
Scranton.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Yeah. I speak Gus. Like, yeah.
Well, it's a smart thing because he has the producing side, the technical side.
Why is everyone coming for me?
I'm just saying.
It's true. But
John made a great. Oh, sorry.
John's great. John's a good guy. He does a good job. The thing about Montante is I don't Is Montante going to schlep up 26 weeks a year in the winter? Like, when is he going to get sick of that?
This leads to my second question.
For you, Mick, I get it. I'm sorry, Mike. For you, put a pin in that. Like, Mick, I get it for you year-round here, right? So, but Montante's going to go back and forth. He's going to stay in people's houses. Like, he's staying Daver from Hull.
Doesn't he have a job, though?
That's the other thing. Like, he has a job.
Yeah, I mean, he said he was going to do it. I believe him. If he would approach me with this and we talked about this as serious and he talked to you about it.
Give me a little taste of the conversation between you two.
It's not a whole lot. It would be more of like, we'll see how you feel it out. I don't want to.
Who reached out to who?
He reached out. We've been talking back and forth the last couple of weeks, but not about this specific thing.
Who reached
he was the
out
first
to?
one.
Not about.
He brought it up to me for the first time.
To you.
Yeah.
And you liked
about the rotating thing. Yeah.
You liked it. Okay.
So it was definitely open to
Go
it.
ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
So this, I feel like this is a big part of the producer search as well. But like, if you were to accept this plan, you got Montante and Mick in here.
Mm-hmm.
Montante's obviously not leaving. The whole point of the plan is Montante's not leaving his current job.
Right.
I assume half of Gus's salary wouldn't allow Mick to just not work.
Right.
Probably, right?
I would think definitely not.
So they would each need other jobs.
Right.
Does that work for you?
I think that would work for you potentially because I think those guys would be working. How do you feel about this? This is making you nervous now, this potential Montante-Mick partnership.
Me?
Yes, you, Gus. Not Mike. He seems fine with it.
I'm a little nervous.
I'm actually a little nervous about it too.
I'm gonna keep the drawing board full and keep that thing going. It's like nerves, anything. I can only control. I should only worry about things I can control.
Gus, do you respect this show?
Yes.
I don't know if people believe that.
Okay.
How do you mean? Because the way his lack of work ethic? Or?
The lack of work ethic, and I feel like he knows that this isn't.
I also think he's just like is like a wet brain. Like I think that there's some of that where it's like I think I beat up on him too much yesterday. Where it's like he's a nice, simple guy, but he's like addled. He's like sick.
Yeah.
Like it's like sad. You know what I mean, Gus?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's a good guy.
Take what you can get, buddy.
I would like Gus just to come in here once in a while and just hang out. You know?
Right.
Like, give me a third chair guy. Like, if he left. You know what I mean? Like, every once in a while. Like, just go do stuff.
Right. That's another reason I think, like, my situation was different than Gus's. Inherently, Gus has more responsibilities than I did as a producer.
Right.
So it's tough, for him to both not come up with good ideas and...
Right. Yeah, so we're trying to figure it. I mean, like, whether it's been Steve or Dave or Coleman or now the M&M boys, my producers.
Right.
Like, it's like I hope Coleman comes around here once in a while.
Yeah. He'll visit, right? Come on.
Yeah, you'll swing by, right, Coleman?
Alumni weekend.
Come on, you got to fucking lease in Watertown for a year. I mean, what are you going to do, you know?
I'm not fucking leaving. I'm not leaving.
It's only got 10
I've
months
proven
left.
that.
Coleman's not like the M&M boys, huh?
No, he doesn't like this.
The potential of them below me is great.
Blowing you?
Below.
He's in a position of power.
When do you, because you guys, so Montante's here one week, you're here the other.
Yep.
But like, so when we do Halfway Cafe on Tuesdays with the M&M boys, you'll still show up.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
good,
absolutely. I
good,
wouldn't miss
good,
lunch.
okay,
Are you kidding
good. That'll be great. Of
course.
Looking forward to it. That'll be good. That'll be good. Are you surprised at that idea, though?
I mean, if I'm them, like I'm thinking of any possibility that would make. If I'm Mick, I'm thinking, what are my flaws? What can do to better my chance of getting an opportunity at it? And it seems like teaming up is probably going to be the better way to do it.
A former press spokesperson.
As well said.
Craig.
No fucking idea what he said.
I was going to the bathroom. I see a little package, and it says, Kirk Minahan Show for Justin.
For Justin.
For Justin. So I open it. It's a book. There it is. Jared Fogle. Jared the Son. Winning and Losing. 13 Lessons for Turning Your Life Around. Now that, Gus, if you read that book and got the author on, I would be on board. Gus, do you have anything new on the drawing board?
I had one. I was going to go take a lie detector test today.
Okay, well, that's not, we said that was not a good idea.
Oh, I did say that.
Yes, you did.
He's playing his own ideas back.
He's recycling his ideas.
Do you have any new ideas, Gus?
I had one of changing the author of the book
who?
report. I was going to read the Howie Carr book Steve wrote and do it to Steve.
More broke reports.
Why?
Because it would have been a different. It was.
First of all, Steve never wrote a Howie Carr book.
Yeah, and second, it's a bad idea.
It's a bad idea. That's
why I came up with a different one. The exact same book, but same idea, but a different. What are you talking about? Yes. 1 hour ago, Sheldon in North Dakota, one of the great drips of all time. If Gus was going to do a book report, he should have picked a Howie Carr book and then interviewed Steve Robinson.
this.
10:14 a.m.
I did not.
What the fuck, man?
I can say I did not see
you
Sheldon.
can say it all day.
I will tell you. Okay. Let me.
Do you follow Sheldon from North Dakota on Twitter?
I may have, but I didn't get it from
He's
him.
about to tell you someone else sent it to him, which I don't know what the difference
Somebody else
is.
sent it to you then.
Yeah, and I thought that would have been funny. That
wasn't your idea.
But it was a funny one because I didn't have an idea on that spot. So it was one idea. I was like, that's actually a good idea. Oh shit.
Jesus, I have no patience for that, Gus. That's a lie.
Could you get him a water?
That's a lie.
Yeah, okay. I was asked for an idea.
Mike, am I wrong?
I got a DM.
That's disappointing.
Nick, am I wrong?
That's lie.
Gus, what the fuck?
I got a DM.
So it's not your idea. I said, do you have any ideas? I said, do you have any ideas? It's not your idea.
It's not my idea, but
it's not your idea.
It's not my idea.
Say it 10 times in a row. I'm serious.
That is not my idea.
No, it's not my idea.
It's not my idea. It's not my idea. It's not my idea. It's not my idea. It's not my idea. It's not my idea. It's not my idea. It's not my idea. It's not my idea. It's not my idea.
Thank you.
Someone's looking at their phone thinking it's skipping.
I did have the email.
Oh, it's here. Yeah. Let's continue to pile on him.
If I can real quick while
I'm
it's in
not.
my head,
It's just funny. Good afternoon. My name is Andrew Augustus, and I am the associate producer presented by Barstool Sports.
So we'll see. We'll see. I will say I'm officially intrigued by that.
Gus survives another day, though.
I know, but that idea to me is the best alternative yet.
Yeah, and they credit to them for having an idea and presenting it to you in a way
really laying it out.
that intrigued you.
Montagli's the right one to do it too. Montagli's the leader of the M&M boys.
It's a
He's a
collaboration.
I would say he's a leader though. He's a senior guy.
It's a collaboration.
That's not how he sent the pitch. It was his idea.
Yeah.
He said, if you fuck up, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
M&M boys don't last till Friday.
You don't think so?
That's my prediction.
We'll see. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Goodbye. All right, we're live. We're back. This fucking show never ends, unfortunately. Cannot believe I signed this fucking deal. What a moron.
How'd it go with Mike yesterday?
Good. We did All in the Family.
Yeah.
Mike does, by the way, Mike does nothing on that show. So we do the show. Coleman, am I wrong? We do the show, literally, so it's All in the Family, and Mike's sitting there like that, and he goes, what's next, Coleman? What's next, Coleman?
And I read what
what's
was
next,
next.
Coleman?
It wasn't even
the whole time. He's like, what's next, Coleman? What's next, Coleman? That's all he does. I'm like, you have any fucking thoughts on the show? And like, he's like I'm stopping the sound. I have like All in the Family is my favorite show ever.
Yeah.
I have all these thoughts, all these things. And Mike's like, You have that Norman Lear sound from to Kevin 97 there going? What's next, Goldman? Like, Mike, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know?
Did you want to take over the show?
I am going to. This is an announcement. I am going to do my own episode of Why You're Laughing on his network. I'm going to host it myself with my friend Craig Coney producing. I'm going to pick the topic sometime in the next month. I am picking my topic. I am doing it.
Thing.
Oh, sure. Sorry again. I apologize.
He said yesterday this is his last shot, and if he doesn't have this, it's over for him. Right? Exactly.
Yeah, that was important.
And now it seems to be more of the pity party. Like, oh, feel bad for me because Kirk's bullying me and all that.
He's definitely doing some of that.
Where was that intensity in October? Like, why didn't he in October have that mentality of this is my last shot? This is my last shot if I don't do this. And for 3 months, all he's been doing is getting.
Gus, stop.
I'm trying to move it away.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
He's the absolute worst.
Stop. Thank you, Stephen.
And he lies.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
But that, like, where was the mentality in October that this is my last job and I got to put everything into it in October? And now all of a sudden, the last 2 days,
isn't
it's like,
isn't it a criticism for the top there? Isn't that me?
yes, of course.
Shouldn't I be like, more like, hey, where's the fucking intensity? But
you believed in him. So
I am a hands-off boss. That's probably a criticism. That's probably
it's an issue.
Yeah, I think it's
but
a fair
isn't
criticism.
somebody like in that realm almost like taking an oath and promising you from day one that they're going to do a good job for you?
like
And
The Godfather
over
again.
the 3 months, I don't think he has earned every single dollar that you've paid him based upon the job that he's done.
Right.
So now he's at a point, Kirk, where he is just being ignorant, sitting in that chair, and he's being selfish. He has hijacked the show. And now, until
just this week, really. I mean, really.
Yeah,
I mean, like yesterday was prelude. Today's
right.
Like,
But
we move on.
We're at January 11th, and we're still talking about this.
Right.
So,
well, we hadn't for a few months before.
Right,
The best
but
of.
You guys are professionals, and you have a lot
Who
of
is?
topics. You
Right. Yeah. Thank you.
and you want to spend your time talking about this over and over and over when a lot of people are saying, "Look, shit'll get off the pot." You're either going to keep them and tell us you're going to keep them,
right,
or just get rid of them today.
The idea of Mick and Gus, though, hating each other and alternating every week is interesting to me.
It's interesting, but
do you have any? Do you have any new insight on this, or no? Have you talked to Mick about this, Gus, or no?
No, I haven't. The only interaction was I saw his tweet and I did that video last night, and that's
okay.
That's
so you have
it.
you're good. Your work level. You're where you were 24 hours ago.
Like, what do you mean?
I don't know, like the alternating weeks, or every week, or every day, or not working. Where are you at?
I'm working every day. Like that's I want.
Yesterday, Gus, you said that
That's a lot.
You would be okay.
That's a lot.
You would be okay
found
with.
it. Yep.
You would be okay with like doing that.
If that was the only way for me to keep my job, yes, I said that on the air. If that was my only way to stay involved as a producer in some form, shape, form, or fashion, yes, I would do that because I don't want to leave here. But if I had my dream thing, I would stay here full time, working every day, keep pumping out things, and keep trying my best and keep pushing on.
But Gus, where was that intensity in October? Because you had all these plans. I'm going to have 3 to 5 interns. We're going to do the merchandise push and all these things that you promised in October. There hasn't been anything.
Well, Coleman and I have talked.
To be fair, I guess you could put that on me too, though.
That's fair,
right? Right, Coleman. Like,
all right,
okay,
well,
you buy a
come at me.
shirt. You buy a shirt in November. Okay,
Yeah.
you have the big
Right.
push. Where has been the merchandise push lately?
Well, I just think that's something like that was a big Black Friday event going on
Well,
where we created merch.
Right,
Like,
but why is it just that weekend though, Coleman?
I
Like, why
think-
aren't you guys pushing things out maybe once a week, every 2 weeks?
because I think
Have you listened to the show? When does Kirk want T-shirts out every week?
But it doesn't have to be. But that doesn't have to be on the show. It could
Steve,
be
you're
like
saying
in
you're looking
general.
for consistency.
There has to be consistency.
All right.
But it's getting to a point now, Kirk, where it's ignorant. Now it's being ignorant to to everybody listening that you have him there.
Oh.
So you either have to make your statement of I'm keeping him and we're just going to go along
I
with,
have to
with
do
this.
or what? What's the consequence?
No, there's no consequence. But what I'm saying is,
all right,
Kirk, I'm trying to be professional here today.
Why? You can do whatever you want. It's okay. I like you, Steve.
But what I'm saying is, you got to make a point now where it's like, look, I'm going to keep this guy.
I like Steve. I can't help it.
So new year, new slate. Are you willing to do a stock up or down for a few names?
Stock up or down for a few names. New year, new slate. Sure.
Let's start with Coleman.
And like neutral.
Manners.
Down.
Big Cat.
Up.
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 That surprises me a little bit.
I'm just saying up. Just telling you up.
All right. Clemmer.
Up. He texted me a compliment recently. Up.
Well, yeah.
How you feeling about Greg in the wedding? I'm feeling up.
Starting to feel like I like him more than Danny.
Yeah.
Like I don't like. Danny tried to make a bad self-deprecating joke the other day. Patrick Ford tweeted a bad picture of like a panorama or something yesterday. Did you see that?
Shoebox diagram.
Yeah, that pissed me off. Like Danny from Bill Rickard gets some shrapnel for that too. For some reason, they're both down. Yeah.
The next person will pretend that he doesn't care what you say here, but John from Scranton.
Like permanently neutral.
Blind Mike.
Down. After Coleman, you saw it.
oh man,
yeah, down.
I'll save you from this bit. Last one, Carabas.
Carabas is in next week. Carabas is in Thursday. Mudd is in Wednesday. Carabas' stock is up because he's been pretty critical of the Red Sox this offseason. Do you think Steve Robinson did this job all the time?
No.
Oh, you don't? Oh,
I think he did it.
How would you rank of these four?
Of these four.
How would you rank? We know 4 is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Steve, number one.
Steve, number one.
Absolutely.
Colonnade or Coleman, too? Colonnade checked out.
Heart, your mind, go with it.
Overall, I would say Dave, because there was a lot more to work with.
Sure.
And you can't, he checked out at the end, but I think Dave was better behind the glass on the mic than Coleman.
Okay.
Coleman 3, and then, that's it.
You're even ranking 4.
No. You don't even deserve to be on the list.
Wow, what do you think of that, Gus? How would you rank the 4?
I would say
you're a Republican, so Steve first.
Steve first, Coleman second, Colonnade third, me last.
Ooh.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure,
if
you can do
Steve and Dave,
Coleman loves you, Steve.
He does.
You could listen to Steve talk all day.
If they pulled the same stunts right off the bat,
who?
Steve and Dave. Let's say their first 3 months matched what Gus did.
Remember, they were by themselves.
Right.
Right.
Would you have pushed them out early? Like, let's say if they went in, they did nothing, they promised, empty promises.
See, here's the problem. You are right, though, in that, like underneath it all, I'm like a nice guy. Mm-hmm. I know you've said this. Like, Gus is a nice guy.
Yes,
Like
I'll
you
give
like
that.
him as a person.
Yes,
Like, he's a lousy.
absolutely.
He's a lousy.
He's
producer.
a lousy producer.
Lousy producer.
Would you have made the move early?
Yeah. Well, the problem is that it's just one producer.
Right.
So then you'd have to.
Yeah.
Well, if I had one producer and he was doing the level of work, that, like the show wouldn't be on the air.
Of course.
So you'd have
Right.
to do it. Yeah.
No,
yes.
I agree with you.
But I think the better question is, 4 or 5 years ago, Steve was the producer, and I hired a second producer who's an idiot like him. Would I have been more likely to fire him in 2019 than 2024? I don't know the answer to that. I don't know. I think because I think I was the same person. Like I'm just like
I
a
thought you were a
pushover.
little bit more fiery in 2019 because you were coming off like EI
Yes, but I
and
was-
Murchison stuff.
But still,
and
firing people though, like is not.
It's not in you.
No, I don't like doing it.
What would Peter Minahan do if he was in the same
would have-
spot? Peter Minahan's in that chair, or he has a conversation with you. What would he have told you to do, or what would he have
I
done?
keep going back. I retweeted this the other day. One that I think maybe Red had this clip from Glengarry Glen Ross, which is my advice would be to fire your fucking ass because a loser is a loser. Find that cut, would you please? Alec Baldwin from
Would have been
Glengarry.
one of those Seamus. This is what I think you should do.
If I talk to my I've never. It's funny. I never had the chance to talk to my dad about having excuse me about having employees because I didn't to the EI. Obviously, I mean I sort of did, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Now I do. I think my dad would have said. It's different, obviously, because there's content involved. My dad had somebody, I think you would have felt bad for him too, but I think he would have said you should probably fire him.
Yeah.
Maybe Pat McAfee's YouTube
Oh, so
show.
I'm sorry, Coleman. So just so they're talking about the McAfee thing. So Aaron Rodgers is no longer going to be on that show the rest of the year. They're talking about what a disaster that is, and of course these guys are. I have now done a 180 almost, where it's like Jimmy Kimmel's got to take a fucking joke. He's a late night.
Yeah.
Have fun with it. Destroy him every day. Like Rodgers is an idiot. Just pummel him for the idiot that he is. But go ahead.
Put it on TV as a failure, and he's temperamental, but you really want him to be on game day, and you want to feature him more, as college football is this growth sport. But how are you going to do that? How are you going to take his baby from him and get him doing what he is optimized to do? So that's
Right.
the bind they're in currently.
And it's not new to ESPN. I mean, they tried to reach younger viewers with Barstool Sports, had to cut that because Dave Portnoy turned out to be the world's biggest douchebag.
All right,
And-
so hold on. So this is Matt Bellany, this fucking asshole from The Ringer. Like, I love Dave. First of all, he's a friend and he's my boss. He's been a great boss. Shut the fuck up. Like, honestly, you work for Bill Simmons, who I also was friends with at one point. Bill Simmons, again, like in the past, talked about how much he wanted to have sex with Serena Williams when she was like 17 or 18, and how she was like during like an Amazon kind of way, and talk like he's been just as bad as Portnoy forever.
What are we talking about?
I'm so sick of this shit. And first of all, like that's not like they had them go on. Pardon my take for one episode, and they were pussies about it. They took them off. I fucking hate people like that. It's like Hollywood, fake elite. Not even connected to reality. Bullshit artist goes on with this other guy. He's like, so Dave Portnoy turned out to be the world's biggest douchebag on The Ringer, by the way, on the network where same network. I'm sure he did mention Amanda Dobbins a couple of years ago, saying that Megyn Kelly deserved to be sexually harassed. Jeff left me, by the way, gave me a great gift. I know people might not understand it, but he got me this gift. He said, "Thanks again for the Springsteen tickets," and sent me a gift, which is basically the color of every scene of All the President's Men.
Wow,
is each line, which I think is actually pretty creative. It's sort of interesting. I'm not sure how to put it. If you see it like that, it's actually every single scene in the movie, each line, which I think is a very interesting gift.
But it'll just sit there for.
No, I'll put it up
I would
somewhere.
say it's in an office or a home.
I don't know where to put it.
Is that the movie you would have wanted?
Yes, because we both
Okay.
it's one of my favorite movies. Yeah. Hello.
Gus, do you think that if you would have listened to Ron Augustus' advice of not being the center of attention and silly all the time, do you think you would be less of a piece of a shit right now?
I don't think he's a piece of shit.
I don't think he's calling you a piece of shit.
Oh, me?
That's fine.
But you said this. You're like, I'm at this point now mentally where I'm going to obsess over it. I won't be able to
Correct.
get it in my mind.
That's right.
But then there was 2 shows, and I was like, fuck, Gus somehow got past that layer. That's a layer no one's ever gotten to.
I watched a video last night. I thought this guy just cares about Gus stuff. He cares about the wacky Gus stuff, which is kind of what I was, kind of selling him on. Like, in the way, it's my fault. But it's just what I want from that job, he's not capable of doing. He doesn't think that way. This is going to be a very weird example because it's the most recent. It's dumb. But Montate taking a picture of that toilet with the shit on it is better for the show than Gus's video last night. for the show. Does that make sense to you, Gus?
Yeah.
Why?
Because that's something that can be brought a pound on rather than just getting made fun of for the thing.
Pound, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It can be expounded upon and
right there you go. Yeah. Yes. Whereas that video is just this is somebody from his own Twitter account putting up a video.
But you probably wouldn't anger if you put that up on the show account.
Maybe, yeah, probably. But that's what I mean. But like, I wouldn't have been angry if your thing was on the show account. That's a show topic. It's stupid. It's literally who took a shit in the office. But that's something that we would talk about. You talk about candidates, like people get worked up, and it would lead to another show. Could lead to discussion. Somebody comes in, they talk about it on the, it could be a real thing. It may not. It might just die. But I'm just saying, versus that, where it's like, other than saying this is a shitty video, this is a good video, I don't know what to do with that. That's a philosophical thing. I don't want to do this again. I try not to do it the last few days as much. And I'm just like, this morning running, I was thinking about, I'm like, I just don't see how it works for me. For me, I know he wants to stay here, but I don't see how it works for me.
Did you, like, when you brought him in, did you think that he was going to be producing his own content? Are you looking for him to just do content? Because he might be getting...
I'm looking for him to do stuff that sparks discussion within the show.
Yeah.
Coleman, like, is not... I would like some of that, but I understand that seat is not maybe so much for that, especially now that I have two of them. That's what I would like. Like yesterday, they got lucky because Portnoy quote-tweeted it. But I would have liked to have seen a tweet the way they did it with the Amanda Dauber ones a few years ago from the show account.
Stern shit, yeah.
As opposed to the way it was tweeted yesterday, which was kind of lousy. Like, that's what then it gets a discussion. That's what I want. And I'm not getting it. So I'm not going to sit around, I'm going to do what I want to do. And I like Gus, so I don't, and he's not going to quit, right?
No.
So I don't want to like do this again for like another week. It's just driving me nuts. So yeah.
Okay.
There is tension on Team Minahan, Big Cat. It's tense right now.
I don't use any tension. I feel no tension.
Trivia, yeah.
Huh?
Trivia, yeah.
Yeah, trivia maybe. But yeah, like I don't like, this is somebody I hired who isn't capable of doing the job that I want him to do, and it's not his fault. That's all. I don't know. And I get people watching are like, oh, here we go again. I totally get it. I believe me. This is how I'm just letting you know how my brain works. This is how my brain works. So I could do it off the air, and we could talk about Trump, or we can just talk about how I feel about the fucking show right now, which is what's going on. It's been hijacked by this guy and his, and I don't like the way he uses selective things to sort of be manipulative in terms of like feel bad for me.
The thing that he said the other day is like, if I leave here, I got nothing.
Well, yeah, and stuff going on in his life is sort of just kind of like, well, that's kind of a shitty thing to do. But that's who he is, so whatever. I mean, don't get me wrong, Coleman's next. Once this guy's gone, it turns. I got my patience level is at like zero right now. So.
And that's the thing too that me and Mick were like talking about. Is like if we do get it, this is last week when we were operating the assumption we would have had it by now. It's like, yeah, Kirk looks at us and hates us and wants us gone. See you later. We'll go back to coming in here when we're in the area. Like it's not the end of the world.
No loss.
Yeah,
right.
It's like, or if it goes well, it goes well. There's really no downside that we see.
And if I'm being completely honest, it's probably not fair. I'm like, Coleman moved here. Like, I just feel different about that.
Of course, he signed a fucking lease.
Like, it's just, I just feel like it's probably not fair, but it's also one of the things I factor. And
he doesn't come from money too, so that lease would really weigh on him.
Who's that?
Coleman.
True. True.
Yeah.
True.
It's more of a hobby. Do you have an outside source you're considering?
Not
Outside
really.
of these two?
No, but that's the other thing is if I did this, right? If I fired this idiot, this would not become, not necessarily I would bring those guys in, but I would be fully updating everybody all the time. This would not be a producer search part 2.0. I'm not interested in that.
Yeah.
Like everyone went through that. We had a good time. It's not going to be as good the second time. We would just hire somebody or people. I don't know. What else?
So I did have that radio. If you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we got away with Top Gun 3, which will be out in about 20 months. Go ahead.
A few months ago, Stooley, a longtime Stooley, asked a question about how or why K Marco, isn't, part of the gang anymore, and whatever happened there,
Now hold on, Kelly Keege's the new host of the show. Like she's talking like she's like not afraid to talk shit, right?
Oh.
Like, she's gonna take somebody. She takes everybody down. She's a bad bitch, is what she says, right? So let's hear it.
Curious, like what happened between John, Kevin, and Casey. The three of them just seemed like they were good friends. Whatever happened, I'm just curious. Like, are they on good terms, or what happened there?
Wow, way to bring this show to
these are wild
Barstool Radio, baby.
Everybody gets past the.
I'm gonna go to the fucking bathroom.
Is that what's his name?
He's a
Francis?
comedian. Like, that's wild.
I guess. What is that all they say?
I'll say this, and I think we can move on past it. I think that people need to remember that we are coworkers first and friends second.
Get
and
the
sometimes
fuck outta
you
here.
hang out with people more than you do other times, but that's just how it goes sometimes. People are busy, people are doing their own thing.
What is that even? What words are those? Is she talking about Casey or K Marco or what?
He was pumping her out,
That's how it
right?
goes sometimes.
What do you
People
mean?
are busy.
K
Pumping her
Marco's
out?
Yeah.
Oh, what does that mean?
Sex. Intercourse.
Oh, I don't know that. I mean, I don't. I think they dated. I don't know that. I'm speaking from a position I don't know. But what is she saying? Who is she talking about? What is she? Casey or K Marco or Kevin or John? Or?
So that guy also brought up like the CCK crew almost.
Oh, you said that, yeah.
Right. So I didn't really understand the relation there, but I guess he was just bringing up the two, and then
People are doing their
I
own
think
thing.
Fights' answer was
I
the
don't
more
think
telling.
it's really much past that, unless it is. Who knows?
John?
Dude, Bill Belichick was fucking good, man.
Yeah, I don't think there's any love lost between those guys. I know that,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I legitimately don't know why. But I know that, not a lot of love lost between them.
Yeah.
But like, why not just? I mean, I don't understand.
She does say after the fact. I think it was like I had my coffee or something like later. She's like, yeah, like good thing I had my coffee today, like or otherwise things would have been different or something. So,
good night.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I mean, at least I don't. Who the hell? I don't understand that. That's dreadful though. Jesus. You know, you're going to see a week from tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be devastated.
Prepare to be devastated.
No,
no, I have no idea. I have no idea.
And if I'm right,
but let's just play it out, okay? Like in your mind.
but wait, can I go to this?
Sure, that's fine. As long as you don't talk to me.
your other half is going.
Alex
Who's
wants
that?
to go.
Mick.
Oh,
Alex wants to go? She does?
Yeah.
No, sure, she can go. Yeah. Let's say she's hot.
It's a win.
Then what?
Sam.
It's a just
you just want the picture.
no, just be like, yeah, Montante was right. Good, he's a good fucking year.
Yeah, you have a good
That's
year
all.
for hot.
Look up Donatella Barbero or something.
Donatella Barbero? That seems like
B.
Maron.
Not Donatella Versace. B. How do you spell?
probably not Donatella
Yeah.
Versace, though.
A little different.
How do you spell the last name?
Donatella. I think Donatella's a big one. Not too many of them. Barbello or something.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I see it.
Oh, Barbaro.
She brings the heat. I'm a gigantic fan.
Nah. If this is the one you're thinking of, no.
Huge fan.
No, like
Donatella Barbero?
Hell yeah.
I'll say Tate McRae right now.
Who's that?
Check her out. She's
The singer?
yeah. She's
Any
banging.
thoughts on Donatella?
Her, Selena Gomez.
One second, I'm getting there.
From North Jersey, right?
Yeah.
I can't get it. What the hell's wrong with me? Donatella.
Yeah, she's all right.
Oh,
Her-
she's good looking.
Good
too.
eyes. Good eyes, though. I'll give her that.
I mean,
A lot more than good eyes there, Coleman.
She's a little too.
You think it's the hottest one on the planet?
That's
what
for
I'm
me.
saying.
For me.
That's
For
what I'm
me.
saying. But she's not
For
even
me.
Jersey hot, though. That's not the
I'm a fan.
stereotypical
Her?
Jersey
Yeah,
hot.
I'm a fan.
This is the
Gigantic
hottest
fan.
girl on the planet?
You
What
asked,
is this?
you asked the question. You got an answer.
You see this, Triple Lord?
That's a bad picture.
Also, you can find a million Sydney.
Oh, yeah.
Plus she's
Go take a
problematic.
walk on. Go up. Good. Go for a walk.
not here.
No, go for a walk. Go up and down the street. Go to the Dunkin' Donuts. Come back and tell me how many girls you found. So go. You got 10 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay, is he bringing one back or?
We'll find out.
Hey,
Yeah, if somebody wants to come on the show, you think?
I hope he comes back.
I have it. I think I know where you could go to get someone.
Coleman, come back. Yeah,
Come back.
I know where you're.
Come back with a
thinking.
reamer.
Well, because you were the one that pointed it out the other
Yes.
night.
Coleman, take a walk. You find somebody who looks like Sydney Sweeney, bring her back. Okay.
This is very objectifying.
Kid brings
What's
back
that?
like a
He's bringing in pieces of meat. It's like Howard Stern. Do we have the Sibian?
I have a feling that he talks to girls a different way. Or they're kind of friends.
Hey, you want to get your hair
Well,
done?
I mean, like it's like, well, you guys can do with that.
Want to
if
be
you
on a
want.
podcast?
I don't want to say something high because it's so obvious.
I'm saying it's a
I
tough
Googled
answer.
it. You want
So
to
I
read the
get. I
Google?
get.
Google for what?
Hottest woman in the world.
Sure.
Have you
go
looked
ahead.
up Melissa Reddy?
Yeah.
I'll give it a
I'll
look.
run through them quick. Scarlett Johansson, Megan Fox, Adriana Lima, Kate Upton, Margot Robbie.
I mean, it's obviously.
Cheese dick. Cheese
Obviously.
dick.
It didn't work out as well as I thought in my head.
Margot Robbie's everywhere around Watertown. It's unbelievable.
I hope he comes back with someone who's just absolutely a 10 out of 10.
Incredible.
Holding hands with her.
Some blatant guy.
How about she's a wackadoodle, but how about Roseanne becoming borderline fuckable?
Oh my goodness.
Anyway. How about Amanda Bynes? Who else?
You
do we
really
have?
are a horny bastard, huh? That's something.
All right. It's
You
all
know, she
for,
would look like naked, honest. I mean really.
I'd be willing to find out once.
Amanda Bynes. She started a podcast.
You guys
Couldn't
are
get
full of
Drake
shit.
on, so she called it.
No, I'm not full of shit about Melissa Reddy, but Roseanne?
Roseanne looks borderline fuckable now.
Are you agreeing?
No, not at all.
Whatever.
I'm sure she's lovely. She seems like a very nice person, too.
Yeah, she seems sane.
Out of her mind.
Jesus, what the hell's wrong with you? This is right. Menders did this show last night, Tiny CEO.
I have, are you going to talk about the clip where he goes, how she begged to go on?
Oh, just handle it, Gus. Thank you. Gus is the best ever at like just saying what's about to happen.
Julie absolutely loves the show, but I just think it's interesting. Look into how, in my mind, I don't think she did anything wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But where as soon as you say she did something wrong, she doesn't even consider did I? It's I fucked up. But it's interesting.
Wait, everybody, you think she fucked up though?
Really?
Yeah, don't you?
Yeah.
Don't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're surrounded by yes men.
Well, but even like I saw the social media stuff, which I don't care about. I mean, you're welcome to think that way. You're biased, but I mean,
like nothing. That moment, the one moment I was like, okay, well, we're fucked from this. Would be obviously the Mayo thing, like a light bulb.
I also don't like the moment where she's like, Kirk can't handle this. Who can control Coleman? She was like, I can. It's like, you're supposed to like be.
I won't defend everything. Okay, I won't defend
everything. But that was part of it, though. That's one of the examples I brought up.
Is she back?
I would say probably not. Probably not. I don't like the
Something
what
you
happens
can
if
or
Coleman
can't do
got hit
something?
by a car? Right
That's
there?
what I just thought.
Legally,
Like,
what
where
happens
is
to
he?
me? Like, what happens then if Coleman got hit? Like, Crosser got hit by a truck.
That's not on you.
I know, but more. I would feel bad.
Would you? For how long?
No, I mean, I would.
Yeah,
play golf.
you get over it
I'd
quick.
watch the Masters. I'm saying I would feel bad.
Yeah.
I would feel bad because
You feel worse.
No. Coleman's a nice kid. He's going to contribute to the world. I think.
I hope he comes back. If he comes back alone, it would be a letdown.
Gus, go see what's going on.
Okay.
All right, is this where Mick comes in the spare room and we get going?
Pops up from the
Mickey.
ceiling.
He's in the toilet right now waiting. So what was your official answer on that?
They're gone, right? Sure.
Yeah.
Coleman's a homo, right?
Absolutely, yeah. 100%. Nothing wrong with it.
No.
Are you ever to get into a little more of the Rico stuff, or it's just like
I've left nothing out. You can ask me whatever you'd like. I'll tell you.
So walk me through. Give me the elevator pitch version of why you're mad at Rico. Just quick, 15, 20 seconds.
How would that be an elevator pitch?
I know. As soon as I said it, as soon as I
you.
said it, I regretted saying it. I can't take it back though.
I'm not mad at Rico. When I was in Chicago, I could tell Rico, that kid Titus, who I don't know very well, got in some trouble. And I'm pretty sure Rico engineered trying to get him fired for no reason other than he's trying to, like, he's a college basketball guy. And I was like, this is the kind of shit I thought we were past. Like, I have nothing against Mark Titus at all. I don't know him. He seems like a fine guy. He's a drip, whatever.
All the progress he thought was made, it just
I'm like, I don't want to be part of like any of that world. Like, I'm just not. If that's what you want to do with your time, knock yourself.
Well, I thought it was a little more about
see what he did
going over your head.
See how he tried to get him fired, or
yes. Well, no. So, I think I told the story. Did I tell the story in the air? I did not.
She's at. Can we say what she looks like?
Sure.
Gross.
Kind of gross and hairy and potentially retarded.
What happened?
I'll tell you what, Boston ain't Jersey. So
why don't you go behind the hair?
So we did. Julia
he
there.
didn't at first. He went all the way
I went
down.
to Duncan. I tried out Duncan.
Good. Yeah, you never know.
Bunch of school, kids.
Well, that's what I was concerned about. There was like, if Justin was looking, we probably could have got someone.
That's true.
But
do those kids go to school, by the way?
Coleman
No matter
on
what time
breath,
of
by the
year.
way.
Yeah, I'm fucking winded.
Keep that in mind. You just walk up 4 stairs.
I can't say anything.
So went to Duncan.
How was that scene?
So at first, like Montante was saying, everyone was kind of young. It would have been weird. So I asked the people working if like the girl working there would maybe come in.
Yo, where the 10's at? Is that what you're saying?
I popped in, ready to go.
Right.
Then I had to lower the bar because they weren't really.
You asked someone there if they were willing to come in?
Yeah, why not?
Which one?
The little.
All of them.
Which one?
I was there this morning.
You are ridiculous.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I was a scouting. Like, I saw a few things. I remember a few things.
Pervert.
There's a pretty woman in a hijab there.
Not that one.
Okay.
Was she there?
She was there, and she looked. I tried.
I'm sure she was her.
I tried. So
hijab.
Then I had to lower the standard a little bit.
Sure. Okay. Down to like what? Like an 8?
Well, maybe raised it because I went to like an 80-year-old woman in the corner. It was close.
Okay.
I told her exactly where we were, and she said maybe she'll pop by.
It's like Bang Bus.
It felt like it, especially because I was holding the camera. And then I was like, you know what? Might be funny if I just bring in a guy. So then tried a couple of the guys there. They didn't want any part of it. There was a guy outside who I really thought we could have had. I thought he would have been great. But he said that he would get in trouble with his wife. But he's like, I'm starting to lean conservative, so I don't want to say too much. And I was like, I thought he could have been kind of funny.
Sure.
But he didn't want to break. Then Gus bumped into me. We went into the hair salon place. They didn't really want a part of it.
Yeah.
But Julia, we did get a number.
You got digits.
We got digits. Julia, I think, was out of everyone I had talked to the closest to a Sydney Sweeney.
And she gave you her phone number.
Yeah, we got it.
That's just every gay man stereotype.
Down the clown with Coleman.
She was pretty hot.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie. Like she was.
Huh?
She didn't give Coleman.
All right, Mister.
You got the number.
Assassin on the first date or whatever.
There you go. Wow. Huh.
Yeah, she was
disappointing.
She was hot.
Right here on the hiring Gerard Mayo. Here's a Schefter tweet. He would not have been my first choice. Why? Because he's not white. That is unbelievable. That's on mustache.
Listen,
I don't know what to say.
That's called honest journalism.
Yeah, I mean, that's not the way I feel. That's the words of Mike Mandansky on Mudstack. I think Mayo will do a good job. He's a good guy.
M&M boys.
You got. Oh, I'm not. Well, I won't. I shouldn't have. If I was trying for that job, I would do more than pitch for it. I would make it something that I would say, wow, these guys should have the job. Suppose you're saying, can I have the job? You know what I'm saying?
Can I please have the job?
Maybe stop at Party City, get
You know
a
what I'm
couple
saying?
M&M.
That was a Gus
costumes,
answer.
Just like
hit the town.
little content.
You didn't like the picture of the poop toilet?
That's good. But I'm saying it's a team.
Well, did that win you over?
This is a team, though.
Kirk, at the beginning of the show, when you said we're all set, it sure sounded like you fired Gus. Is that the case?
Yes.
Okay. So what are the next steps here?
It's a good question. I don't know. Justin, I reached out to Justin. I think I said this to you guys, right? He's willing to come in next week. So I don't know what the plan is after that. I mean, Gus can keep coming in. He's not going to get paid, but he's welcome to join us and come in. I thought thanks for the call. I thought the alternating weeks thing was at least interesting for him because I do think less for him might be better. You know?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think the alternating weeks is very interesting.
Would you do that,
Depends
Gus?
who it is,
Like
though.
just work at a dispensary the other week? I think they pay like $24-$25 an hour at those places. You could just be around weed. Like that's perfect.
Does it
Not
bother
even-
you?
not
Does it
even
bother
being
you
a
that I
smart
don't? Does it
ass.
bother you that I don't want you here? Just like on a human level.
I mean, it hurts.
Right, but is there a party? It's like, you know what? Like Kirk's obviously struggling with this one. Maybe I can just bail him out.
I'm confident.
Okay, I'm not.
Yeah,
though. It's like, it's not.
I know you're not.
I like you. I like you.
No,
I mean,
I
it's
know
a
that.
bad way. You're a good guy. I'd always support you. If you're promoting something, I help promote it. You guys know that. But
Yeah.
like, it's
For better or worse, it's a unique trait.
What's that?
To literally be like, hey, you know this is not working out. Correct. You know I don't want you here. Correct. Are you going to leave? No. That's a unique trait.
Like Jeff just texted me. He's like, you officially have an office space situation on your hands, which is true. It's true. Like he will. Even if I fire him, he's not going to leave. If people masturbate to cartoon porn,
I was going to say. I'll go there. You said it.
You've done it. You've masturbated to a cartoon porn. We don't need Mikey Bits part.
This is not a bit. I have two.
Go ahead.
Lois
from Family Guy.
Yeah.
You've masturbated to her.
And there's another one.
Like
Speaking about
to what though? Like parody porn scenes?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's one.
And then this one is speaking of the bad voice, good looking Marge.
You're whacked.
You just picked the two most like famous
female cartoon characters.
Yeah,
I would swear my life. Look at you. There's
What's
more.
the scene?
Literally shout out Steve Robinson images.
Scroller?
Kind of could be on Scroller.
What are you talking about?
I'm not going videos. Give me still images.
So what am I googling?
Google Marge Simpson nude. She's got a good body.
But she's.
I'm being honest. I'm being honest.
I think we're good with calls here. Yeah, Mikey Bits here.
It's not a fight. It's a bit. I wish I was lying about this.
Images.
It's got a nice set.
It's a cartoon.
I don't care.
You masturbate to this?
That's not the picture I would choose. Not a great angle.
Marge Simpson naked.
Not a great angle. Show me the breasts. Show me those two yellow breasts.
They were just there.
Clip that.
Saying.
Yeah, but
that?
Not exactly. That's like I said.
Those are tits. What do you want?
It's not. Give me a more recent one.
We want a hotter picture of a naked Marge Simpson.
They're out there. You're fucking. You're.
I will
I'm doing
say,
the best I can.
Carpet matches the drapes.
See?
Yeah.
You at a pool table? What the?
See,
Like
why do I need to
I
see
don't hate
Bart
that.
Simpson choking out his own mother?
I didn't. You brought Bart into this,
Just
not me.
saying
You brought
that you
Bart into
said
this, not me.
I looked up Marge Simpson
you can
nude, and that's
masturbate. You
what
can
comes up.
masturbate.
I don't think I could start with that, but if I'm already,
You can ejaculate looking at that? You should
Yeah.
be fucking institutionalized if you're not kidding. Seriously.
I'm dead serious.
You're
Can
fucked.
of worms,
You're
man.
fucked up.
Yeah, it's wild.
Do you believe him or no?
I swear my life.
I've heard people doing
You don't
Oh,
care,
it.
but
But
it's meaningless. It's great. Like,
I'm being honest.
yeah, he's a horn dog. I believe him.
What else? We have to promote Gus.
Well, you asked me earlier what my day was going to be, and I didn't get to do it. So if you would like to hear what my plan was.
Sure, go ahead. It's all about you, Gus.
No, I was just asking what you had the question. So I was going to say I was going to do the producer show, make sure to help to get the show up with Coleman, help with the descriptions. Have
what a promotion for the rest of the day. Help me put up the descriptions.
That's immediately. I'm taking it step by step.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
And then once I'm all done with that, I have found a couple numbers that I want to call for the Sopranos. Jamie Lee Sigler and Robert Eigler.
You actually didn't get that wrong.
No, did he? He
Jamie
nailed
Lynn
that?
Sigler and Robert Eigler. I think it's Eigler.
Yeah.
I think you're thinking of Bob Iger for the Disney
Yeah, I
president.
might have. So I found some
Probably
numbers.
not thinking that though. Yeah.
I found
Do
those.
you understand? I'm not saying this to be critical. Okay, I'm working through this as well. When I say you want to promote something, your search for phone numbers is not something that's going to galvanize the audience over the week.
I understand that, but I was answering that question first. If I want to promote anything, I would say tune in on Saturday to the rundown and follow that with a Mount Kirkmore of Worst Minute Fans,
which I'm on. So back Monday with Mike Geary, the superstar himself, Mike Geary, blindmike.net, Blind Mike Project on YouTube. Go subscribe to that. I'm on the episode of Why You're Laughing right now. If you want to go listen to that, All in the Family. Mike, I think, is on it as well. We will talk to you Monday with Mike. Tickets on sale Thursday, State Theater, Portland in March. We'll talk to you later.